site for the semis yet?
All right, let's see.
Okay, yeah, they've got the groupings up. Jeff, Jason, Lee, and Eric, Group 1. Scott, Josh Henderson, Joe Gano, and Trent, Group 2.
Sorry, everyone. Hotel kicked me off the internet there for a second, but we're tuning back in here.
Yeah, which party? December 10th. Yeah.
And yeah, Jason is player 1 on Metallica. So what happened? Jeff chose to go last?
Yes.
Because he had choice and he chose last, and then Jason chose Metallica, I guess. Okay.
Are we back on, everybody? Sorry about that.
Looks like Jason didn't get much out of all 1.
The show cut us off there for a second. Boom, we lost everybody. Looks like we're coming back. I don't know.
Okay.
So they cut our Wi-Fi off. I had to have that cut back on real quick.
Yeah, this one we're missing the
top of them.
We're missing the top of the scores on most of them.
Any of the DMD games.
Yeah.
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 Because it's all a one camera shot.
Okay.
We lost some of our hosts, unfortunately. Oops.
Not good for Eric. So,
man,
Jason, what happened?
35 viewers. Yeah.
Oh, all the viewers
lost all my hosts. 8 hosts. Deadfoot was hosting.
They have to re-trigger it.
I think so, because he was in a manual host. So I made to send him a message to host again. Somebody sent me a text. Let's see what it is. Let me just look at my phone and tell me for a while. It's like nobody watching though. All of a sudden, it's hard to believe what that is. That's 52 there. Okay. Well, it looks like we're back. Oops, let me get my phone away from the microphone. Sorry about that, everyone. Oh, there we go. There's my host coming back. Hotel shut our Wi-Fi off there for a second. Sorry about that little hiccup, everybody. But we are back. So somebody picked College Queens, surprisingly enough.
But every day, so if you take a day off, it's like 120 to 180.
Right now you got Lee up on Metallica.
But he's been better than I've been. Yeah, he has a chance, at least with his current job. He does it from work, so for him it's totally cool. Whereas like for me, I was doing a lot of it at home, and it was just like long days. My old job was easier to sort of just do it from work. Do
all over
work,
the map. I can't.
Get the stuff.
Two people.
He's hammering it out, which is awesome. It allows me to like now I can answer questions without doing like.
But my internet just went off a minute ago, so we lost. The show had to come back.
And then
What's that?
That's my total views, my channel. And then that's how many followers I got. I probably have more because it didn't refresh until I leave the page or come back.
Do I follow you?
Shepherd's optimized it.
You need to. I'm trying to get to 500.
How do I do it?
Back in the olden days, I was looking.
Do you get an email every time I go live?
On
Georgia Pinball?
Points, and then writing the reason why they were getting points. One and one. So it's like if you finished third here, I could go pull your account, and I would give you 4 points, third place, 3 points.
So are they?
That's it for
No, probably not.
to do 80 people. Yeah, it'd be like 3 hours or whatever. So it's good. I know Becker has sent him some stuff like would be nicer if it did this. And Shepard will knock it out in a week. It's like, here you go.
I'm just doing basic spreadsheet stuff, on my end.
That's how it all started, man.
How do I follow it?
I saw my spreadsheet, my first one. I would add a column for every event.
Yeah.
Snapshots of the top 500, like every 3 months.
Thank you, sir. Is that gonna pop up there now? It won't until I refresh the page, but yeah. And now you'll get a notification every time I go live. If you subscribe to notifications. There you go. Exactly. Oh, well. You didn't need all 3 of those.
Yeah, Jason and Eric each had like $1 million for ball 1 on Metallica. So Lee's at least got something started here.
He's at 13 right now.
13 with multi-ball going. I assume he's playing Sparky. Yeah, Sparky. Okay. Josh is working hard in the background here. Josh is always working hard, even when he's hardly working. Okay. So Lee's finished his first Sparky. Let's see what his strategy is now. Well, he got drained before we could find out. So early, not huge, but somewhat lead for Lee with something in the mid-teens. And now the senior Palmer, Jeff. Who won Classics yesterday, by the way. We didn't have that on the air, but yeah, Jeff won Classics. That was odd. A snake ejection down the middle on Jeff.
That was happening. You would know that if you played Metallica more than once or twice.
Yeah. That is rude. Snake drain. That's really being snake bit.
It's a real thing.
Oh yeah, we caught that. Yeah, you got snake bit literally. Yeah.
It's like 1 in 5. You just put your hands up and walk away.
Yeah.
Too bad. Unless you're going for snake multi-ball, then you're just fighting with fire.
So that's 3 out of 4 players who have not much on ball 1 on Metallica. 1 mil each. And Lee with 18. And Jason's up playing ball 2 now, and he's already got a danger or 2. He's got Sparky ready. Does he post pass to play Sparky? He post pass and misses the shot. Oh, Jason. He had Sparky lit. Post pass was a little sloppy. Didn't get it cradle clean, and then tried to
Which ball?
one time it. Ball 2.
Okay.
Tried to one time it. When he didn't get a clean post pass and missed it, and then the rebound and he drained.
Was it out lane or center?
We ended up tilting, so
yeah.
So not good for Jason there. Sparky ready, but. And is Eric trying to soft plunge? Yeah. Excuse me. Eric's got quite a bit of progress to go to get Sparky lit here. There's a couple good hits. One more. getting close. Getting close. Dead bounce. Shoot Sparky. Sparky's ready, and it drains. So we have 2 people set for Sparky on ball 3, but with nothing so far.
What about the other 2 guys? Well, okay, please.
Yeah. We got chump chains, 18, and chump change. Lee's already played his Sparky, so we'll see if Lee plays Sparky twice or if he goes for graveyard.
Yeah.
That's what I was speculating about on air right before he drained, was which way he would try and play it. Lee taking his time before plunging here. Okay, which way does he play it? He plays brick. He plays brick. Okay, well we'll know now he's got it cradled on the left. Okay, he's not going to go for graveyard. Huh. Looks like he wanted to do orbit or do cross ramps there. Okay.
Lady Justice.
Maybe. Needs 2 more. One more. Okay.
Lead playing like it's 1992, playing for payback time.
Yep. He's playing Lady Justice. At least he's hitting a few.
Yes, if you make your shots, you
Yeah, he's made 3 out of 4. 3 out of 5.
It's kind of bogey. It's kind of bogeying it.
Kind of bogeying, yeah. Well, no, that. Uh-oh, snake. Survives the snake.
It's been spitting it down the middle.
Oh. Well, he got up to mid-30s there.
Only time you want to shoot this snake is for your out of ball being multi-ball. That is good. Don't even get near that thing because it's right down the middle.
Actually, it's in one. Yeah, when Josh was making the comment, this is, we were flashing back to Terminator 2, because that's kind of that was probably the first machine that really had this style, as far as your payback time, where you just keep shooting the cross ramps, and then if you do it enough, then then it starts a payoff mode.
Right. Yeah.
That was probably the first one that had that as a significant scoring feature.
Good info. Wow. Why did he worry about the bonus there? I think I would have just went for nothing. What did he get? A couple 100,000 points? I would have shoved the machine a little harder.
Well, he nudged it. He nudged it a little too late.
Yeah, exactly.
He nudged it too late. Well, basically, player 1, 2, and 4 are all like nothing.
Exactly. That's my
well,
problem.
except 1 and 2 each have Sparky lit. He doesn't have Sparky lit. Okay. Oh, he bricked Sparky. Okay. Yeah, Jason bricked Sparky on his first try. He may get it on the second one, but yeah, if he hadn't been able to recover there, it could have been really bad. Okay.
I wonder if my chat ever reconnected.
Well, we're going to see if the chat's reconnected.
Yeah, let's just
as Mr. Wordrake plays Sparky here.
Just refresh. I'm not seeing anything in the chat, so. Oh yeah, we've been missing all kinds of good stuff. Sorry, everyone. When we lost our wireless connection, the chat didn't refresh, so we weren't ever getting any of this information.
Was the audio on?
Check. Yeah, audio should be on.
Okay.
standings there. Just kind of want to go back now that I can see the chat. What was said.
Okay, let's see if Jason can make much out of his. Okay, he gets the out of ball. See if he can make some hay out of Sparky. There's a good 3 mil.
Yeah, I guess every 24 hours they make us recheck in our secret code for the wireless. So that's
for
why,
the wireless here.
Yeah, that's why we went down earlier.
Probably when it was checkout time at the hotel.
They just
they
stop
probably
all of them.
they probably refreshed it.
Yeah. So it maybe.
Yeah, because it would have been
put
checkout time during that. Yeah.
So we had to just type the code back in for the show.
Yeah,
But you wouldn't think
yeah.
they'd cut the show code off. That's weird. But.
Okay, Jason's up to 20 now. And there, thus endeth the Sparky. So, what's Jason's strategy after the first Sparky? Lady Justice, Sparky 2, Graveyard. He's checking to see what he needs. And how far is he from crank it up? 7057. Looks like Jason's trying to go graveyard here.
He's at 21.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like he's trying to do graveyard, and he just happened to miss his first 2 attempts there.
Second player's at 2.6.
Yeah.
And he's at 21.
Let's see if he tries to backhand graveyard here.
Let's see what's going on in these other games. So it's still going. Grand Prix.
I said, all right. So I got on the bus and put on Brian's feet, and I was watching the pinball on the way over.
Oh, Jason's done with low 20s. Let's see if Eric or Jeff can crawl their way into second here. Eric at least has Sparky lit. While we're waiting on that, I'll take a look at the Grand Prix scores in the other group here.
Grand Prix, Scott has 500. He's at 412. Joe Geno's at 158. Josh Williams is at 242. And Trent didn't pass 500. So
Okay.
Scott so far is taking it.
Okay. So on Grand Prix, Scott's in the lead. 500 and change. Trent finished with 400 and change. Joe is at 158, playing as player 3 now, and Josh Henderson is in the mid 2s as player 4. And meanwhile, Eric Stone has started Sparky. We'll see if he can catch anybody on Metallica here. So Joe gets last on Grand Prix for game 1 in that group. Okay, and we got Eric working Sparky now. Eric's doing pretty well with his Sparky here. Nice super there. And he's already passed Jason, and he's getting close to catching up to Lee. In fact, I think he might have caught Lee now.
363, Joshua.
Joshua, okay.
So he gets third.
Okay. Yeah, Eric has now passed Lee on Metallica. Still playing Sparky. So he's got 40 plus on his Sparky so far. And he gets another Sparky pot. Nice comeback by Eric here.
Did we get what Jason ended up with? I can go look.
Jason ended up in the mid-20s. Eric has passed both. Eric is in first right now.
Okay.
He started the ball with 2 mil, and he's now up at 50.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
But that's Metallica.
Yep, that's Metallica. And another 4 million jackpot. So yeah, Eric's got it working here. Let's crank it up. Come on, crank it up, crank it up, crank it up. How far does he go before cashing in? He drains out. Still a nice ball 3 there to get him up to 60 or 70, somewhere in that range. Can't see it on the screen here, but. So you ended up with about 60 or 70?
Yeah, about 60, I think. The first.
I know he had more.
Jason got 24. So.
Yeah, I know Eric had more than 60. So.
Okay.
The other group, Scott came in first. Trent second, Josh Henderson third, and Joe Gano fourth on Grand Prix. All with kind of blah scores. 506 was the winner. So, okay.
The weatherman pulls in at 67.
So Eric ends up with 67 on Metallica. Okay. So let's see if Lee can catch in. much he needs for crank it up here. Look out. Ooh. Okay.
So where are you going? What's he doing?
Well, he's fine. He hasn't had a cradle until now.
Right.
But yeah, now he's got to decide. He needs 32 mil. So which way to play it?
Which way to go with it?
Yeah.
Where are you going? You've already played Sparky.
I think he's checking to see how
Is it
much.
ball 3?
Oh,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Go great, because
You got
if you don't get there on the other balls, it sucks to lose your progress.
Yeah.
Losing your progress doesn't matter much.
It doesn't matter on ball 3, and it's so far to go for Sparky too.
Right.
What score is he chasing?
67 with 35.
He's about 30 something.
Probably too far from Ram combo.
Yeah.
He tried that.
Yeah.
Was he? I mean, how close was he to crank it up? Go for items. Whatever's. Did he have a?
I don't think
Did he have a full
he-
shot that was banked?
I don't think.
I don't know if he checked to see what he had.
He didn't check.
Poor planning. Always be checking.
build a house without a foundation,
Is that what Bowden says? Always be checking.
Yeah. That works in so many different ways.
Yeah.
ABC.
So, meanwhile, back among Florida players. Now, was Jeff the Florida? No, Atticus was the Florida State champ a couple years ago. Did Jeff win it last year?
I want to say, I don't know, we got Mr. IFPA behind us.
If only there was a website that
Could
had
pull that
that
up quickly.
information.
Yeah.
Because I know
Eric's leading tonight this year, but I don't think he won.
because I know Atticus won one year.
Yeah.
You have a multi-bar or something right here. That's what you guys always short one. No, I got
2016,
Oh, you sold a bunch of them?
Atticus
Well,
won.
yeah, just put a flipper up and just kind of drop and catch.
So is he 2 times?
Atticus won because he was definitely at Nationals in Vegas and he played
Yeah.
amazing at Nationals.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
So Jeff gets last. So Eric wins game 1, Lee is second, Jason Wordrick third, and Jeff Palmer last on Metallica. And I believe Jeff is still driving the bus, so we'll see what he picks for game 2.
Atticus has won twice.
Atticus has won
He won
twice? Okay.
2014 and 2016. Brian Dominey won 2015.
Okay, so he went back
Yeah,
to back.
I think I played Atticus in Denver at Lions.
Yeah. He was there.
Yeah, I think I played him then. Now there's a trivia question for Josh to answer. Who so far is the youngest state champion ever?
Probably Henderson.
Josh Henderson? Is he younger than Atticus?
Yes.
Josh won?
I think they both go to college this year.
Josh is a freshman.
I feel like Atticus is also a freshman. You have to go ask. They're both here. Go ask who's older.
Yeah.
Because they both won the first state on the same day. We'll have to find out who's older. Let's see. I have birth dates.
I go say you have birth dates in the system. It's not on the site, but it's in the system.
Not for Atticus, I don't.
No?
Let's see if I do. Henderson's before or after June. You can start playing the odds.
Okay.
August of 97. Good Lord, 97.
Well, I don't see Atticus in the room, but his dad's here, so I could ask Jeff. So Jeff's focused on playing right now. Hang on. Jeff. So we're trying to figure out who was the youngest state champion ever, Atticus or Josh Henderson.
What's Atticus's birthday? 97?
98.
98.
He's younger.
So he's younger.
What
Okay.
month?
August 5th, 98.
He's a year younger than Josh.
So So he's a year younger than Josh Henderson, and they both won state
Atticus
championship.
won. It was the first one.
Yeah.
So the 2014 one.
Right, and I think so did Josh Henderson. But that would mean Atticus was a year younger than Josh.
Yeah, I thought Atticus
So-
was the youngest.
Yeah, so he's the youngest state
And
champion.
then he was the youngest person there, but when
Because in my first round,
who was it?
I already had it sewn up.
I'm drawing a blank here. Who's the guy from?
Tim Street?
Yeah, his
yeah,
son.
Tim
But
Street.
his son was the representative. He was the second place guy. Right.
Is Tim younger than Atticus?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit, but he was the alternate.
He was the representative, but he didn't win. Right. Yeah.
Chris Warren, correct.
Chris
And then
Warren
he-
won.
that's right. I was like,
Chris won
Chris,
but couldn't
Chris,
make it.
and-
Yeah. Okay, let's see what they're playing here. ACDC.
So we're just going to follow the top group?
Okay, we're starting up over here. Check out yet, Kurt? We have to check out.
Oops, wrong button.
All right, you fine?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's get that on camera.
Okay.
Let me switch to
and-
radical.
Oh, you gotta go. Oh, somebody's playing Radical. Is that A or B?
Told you what to pick. You picked the
Yeah, we haven't had Radical on screen yet here, so it's Radical. We're trying to switch to it. That's Josh snoring.
What am I doing?
Snoring.
Doing something.
Bilabial fricative snoring.
That guy.
I almost threw emails. So very excited.
And they got no running back, so they got no running game. They put it all on his shoulder. You got to team him up. All I need is about 2 touchdowns from him. I want Brady and Gurkowski. That's who I put together.
We still want to have an IFPA in Australia or New Zealand.
Good luck.
Huh?
I said good luck. It'll be a hell of a prize pool when it happens.
Yeah.
Let me check those camera shots.
Hardest working man in show business, Brian Broyles.
Oh, I doubt
Keep it going.
So radical.
Radical.
Look at that. Mr. Carl D'Angelo's wireless ideas work
Not
great.
bad.
Eric Stone second, Lee third, and Jason fourth.
Excuse me. So we're going to try and pick up the Scott, Joshua, Joe, Trent group on Radical for game 2 here.
All right, we could switch back to ACDC if we want, but at least we have the option
Yeah,
to do
no,
radical.
let's
You want to do radical?
Yeah, let's do Radical. You just need to switch to the other player group.
Aye, Captain.
There we go.
Let's get radical.
Get some letters.
And by the way, Zachary winning Illinois this year, so be prepared.
I forget who knocked him out last year.
That's what he says. Well, he's coming for revenge then. Thank everybody for tuning in here to Doubletree Hilton SeaWorld for Free Play Florida show. This is Brian with Georgia Pinball. We're here in the semis. Bob Hope. No, I'm just kidding. Bob Matthews.
There's a Bob Hope joke in there, but most
Yeah.
folks there's a story behind it, but it wouldn't mean anything to anyone here, so I won't bother telling it. I won't bother telling it.
So Bob, you
Although
probably-
I sometimes do fly out of Bob Hope Airport because that's what they call the one in Burbank now, because Bob Hope's from that area, so they renamed
He's
the
2000.
the airport.
Burbank Airport the Bob Hope Airport. But because a lot of folks didn't know where he was from, they now renamed it the Bob
There you go,
Hope
Bob.
/
Hollywood Airport.
Bob, Jason
Yeah.
Zoller destroyed all youngest state champions ever.
Jason Zoller? Ah, okay, New Jersey. Okay.
Thanks, Ron.
And how old was Jason Zoller?
Factcheck.org.
Yes, and how
Fact check over
so
here.
how old was Jason Zoller when he won New Jersey?
Let's see. It was February 13th of 2016. His birthday is August 9th, 04.
So he was 12?
11.
He was 11. Oh,
Wasn't
okay.
12 yet.
Wasn't 12 yet, he was 11. Okay.
That's going to be tough to beat.
That's going to be tough to beat because Escher's already older than that. And
I got to start grooming my kids.
yeah, Josh. Yeah, you got to start working it, Josh.
But it looks like he already is. I see some pictures of him already playing, so.
Doing something on it.
You got him on the juice yet, Josh, or when does that?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
When do you start pumping? When do you start pumping
I gotta start
Adderall in
asking
them?
Zach just steal from him.
When do you start pumping Adderall and roll sheets into them?
Zach's creatine, 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off. Kids will be great.
So, I don't know a lot about Radical Bob, so I'm gonna
Basically, you got to complete the letters first. Complete the letters to light the lock.
Okay.
Interesting, and interesting. They're playing 4-player games on it.
You can also.
We did not. When we used
You didn't risk it? So he just picked up A&L there.
And if you want just a safe grind, you can just play the tail spinner over and over.
especially because it's so hard to light a lock versus like other System 11 games. This is probably the hardest
Yeah, this
System 11 game to light a lock.
And there's there's no way to spot
because
all
of how
the
many
letters,
shots
right?
it is to light a lock. Yeah.
There is some spots.
I mean, there is a spot letter behind
Yeah.
the drop target, and there's a spot over there. But can you
Yeah.
spot them all?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can spot all of them, but yeah, behind the well, we don't have a pointer here, so I can't.
Sure.
Oh, we do
I
have a
my-
What do you
pointer
mean pointing
my
at?
qualifying
He pointed at
game
the screen
was-
now.
My last letter was
because
my
it's up there where you can spot a letter
It's
after
like
you get.
great.
Yeah,
Great.
Okay.
you get those targets and you can spot a letter behind there.
And I thought this said spot letter here.
Yeah, I think this particular radical in this format, just tail spin out would be a good way to play it, or snake out if you're good at
I
this.
certainly wouldn't be the first to lock a ball.
Just too
On player one, I'd wait.
Right.
I'd wait.
So everybody's. Oh, we're up to Joshua now.
Yeah, not much for Joe on ball one, and a little for Scott and Trent, but nothing exciting.
And Josh will be about 7 or 8 more
Now
minutes.
this
He'll
is
be ready,
another-
he'll be ready to play his
Yeah.
We'll wipe the machine a few more times.
We used it in Sweden, and by a vote of 64-0, we played it single player.
He's a wiper.
Yeah.
Take his badge off.
Yeah, I remember. And actually,
Yeah,
we used
give
it in
himself a
Sweden
little
for the
massage.
Epstein Cup too.
Now he's wiping the machine again. This is
That
the
was,
third time
I
he's
think
wiped
that
it.
was
The
one
machine
that
is very,
Becker did
very
well
shiny
on.
at this
Yeah.
point. He's in
Yeah.
his stance. And he's
Yeah.
plunged.
That was you guys, right? 'Cause I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
play.
Becker and I beat Jorian and Jorgen on it, I think.
Nice. Very nice start. Yeah, I played it a lot yesterday in qualifying and just shot spinners and tail spin ramps. And
That's the way to do it.
I played one game for 10 million and said I'm done.
You get a jackpot with that, 10 million?
I played 4 games in a row and had like 10, 12, 15, 18, which is what I needed to qualify so that I could finish 19th or whatever I finished.
Who put the 30 on it? Someone put 30 somewhere.
Shannon put one on right at the end last night. He put 30.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's, what I
Shannon.
was saying. That's when it put you up, right?
Yeah,
That's right.
In the
Yeah.
I put you in a position to tie with me for next to last.
Yeah. You and me were fighting to stay in there. Like I say, we just kept going on each other on each machine. I played flight first, got a big score, then he came behind me, just wiped the machine out.
I was looking back last night on Jeff Palmer. You know, he played 14 games for an hour and a half of outer space. Outer space. Until he took down Scott's top qualifier.
So Josh, if you've got the number 1 score on a machine, you're the number 1 qualifier, and you've got the number 1 score on a machine, and somebody's playing it a lot to beat you. Do you have any problem getting in there and playing it yourself to eat up time and maybe improve your score? Do you see any problem with that?
Well, I
Like blocking?
personally wouldn't do it, but like,
But do you see any ethical problem with it?
no.
With what?
It's not.
I mean-
it's not unethical. It's just kind of dirty pool over there.
I don't know about that. I mean, what is your goal up there? Like,
To maybe improve your
are
score, and
right,
also
or
to
are
eat
you
up, and
standing
also,
up there and not playing?
also to eat up some time.
Eat up some time and
That was
play a game like you normally play.
Well, that was
I'm okay.
that was the situation last night, and Scott Kutais was the number 1 qualifier, and he had to decide if he wanted to continue to play the game that he had the number 1 score on, to cut the number of plays that Jeff could play in half. And he chose not to, and with 7 minutes to go, Jeff beat him and took over the number 1 score.
I would much
was $100
rather
bucks.
spend that money on improving another score on my card. And that's where you, out of nowhere, you do that to another game
So play your strength, not.
Yeah.
Good shot. That's a tough shot, that snake shot. If you can get it down, it can be very lucrative. He's got the lock.
Well, meanwhile, Scott just got a ball locked.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
got his multi-ball going.
Because, we'll see. I don't know if he deferred on ball one, but he got to steal it. Gotta take advantage of it, right?
So he's got a little grace period here to hit the shot.
No, that's it.
Maybe have one more whack at it if he can get it up
No,
there.
it already spotted a letter for the next one, so yeah, it already timed
It
out.
was still flashing.
Oh, you
Even
talking
if it's
about the
flashing.
million?
Yeah.
I saw that side million still flashing. But
Oh, come on, man.
So he's up to 5.5.
Yeah. Trent is up.
letters locked.
Rolling up his sleeves.
Letters locked.
That's
ball,
Trent
then
rolling
locked.
up his
Multi-ball
sleeves.
Side ramp, 5 million.
Huh?
Somebody's
The
asking.
multi-ball side ramp is 5 million. It's stuck at 5 million.
Yeah. Now when it comes out of that,
letters locked
Did you lock
ball.
both balls
when
yourself,
it
or
comes
did you
out of
still-
the left trap there, sometimes it comes smooth down the sling, and sometimes it kicks off the top of it there. Debating whether you should nudge it to try and get it safe on the left flipper rather than risk having it bump across and not make it. Trent just needs the eye.
Good shot.
It's hard to repeat the ramp on this one.
Almost like
There's his eye.
Oh, yeah.
boom.
Boom, and lock the ball.
There's a million.
49. 4 people. They're cut off.
And you notice he's holding the left flipper up when he flips, so that if you miss it gives you a little wider angle to make that upper ramp from the upper right flipper. If you hold the left flipper up.
I see what you're saying. It makes that.
Yeah, because use the pointer there to show folks.
He's making this space here wider.
Right. Basically, if you hold that flipper up, you have a wider gap to shoot the ball through with the upper right flipper.
Similar to the camera shot on
So you want to hold the flipper up. You want to hold the left flipper up while you're shooting the upper ramp with the right flipper.
Because right now it's narrow with it down.
Yeah.
And you can see it's
F-14 Tomcat's another game that sometimes you'll hold the flipper up to give yourself a little easier
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
Because now someone has to play.
You have to play 4 games.
You're far less than the grabs.
Just needs the A. Brick City and drain. Ouch, ouch.
So now Trent has left a ball in the ball lock. Somebody else is going to be able to start multi-ball with just one walk.
They all want stuff. Like, come on.
So is it normally a 2-lock?
Telling you, man.
It's a 2-lock, but it's stealable like Elvira.
8 people
Okay.
that are really interested in having that
That's
happen.
how I lost nationals. Speaking of ball locks, steals.
What about?
Yeah, well,
That's how I lost my game in
I'm
nationals.
I'm still trying to get somebody to
Party
run a
Party Monsters.
I'm still trying to get somebody to run a thieves
No,
tournament
Party
with.
Monsters.
Who'd you play?
Chris Basil.
Well, he's a thief and everybody knows he is. It's all the St. Louis,
pretty awesome.
all the St. Louisians.
Totally not.
It's okay though because I beat him on Space Station by stealing his locks.
Well, we all know that about you.
So
too.
it's fair. It's fair.
Come on, guys! I want one of you to run a thieves tournament. Only machines where you can
Lock
steal.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Only machines where you can steal. And if people don't like it, tough.
Don't play.
Don't play. Fine.
And you promise to come, Bob?
Yeah.
Even if there's only 4 of us.
Well, it depends on how long a trip it is.
Well, it'd be to Georgia.
Well, have it in conjunction with the state final some year.
Oh, Bob, you're gonna play in our state championship this year?
Who knows? Who knows? I got a couple choices. California's not one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
You played more out of state than you play in state, probably.
Well, it's just that the California points are all Bay Area leagues and stuff.
Took care of it.
I got you.
Heck, yeah. I think there was one year that Keith wasn't top 16 in
That's how we
California.
work. It's good.
Oh,
I think we have Eric cursing again.
yeah. The weatherman is bringing in some bad
Eric
storms.
cursing on ACDC. Meanwhile, Joe doesn't make much out of ball 2 on Radical, so this leaves Josh
I mean,
Henderson.
does he do that on the air? It's like, here's the weather.
Josh
Oh, the
Henderson
map
coming up on ball. What, is he an actual weatherman, TV weatherman?
We can look him up right now. He's
It-
doing the
yeah.
weather.
It looks like Josh has Radical spelled. Am I seeing that right?
Yeah, he's got it.
He's going to be
Yeah.
able to start multi-ball.
So he can start multi-ball with a lock,
Look him
yeah.
up.
It's fucking raining.
Exactly.
What?
No.
Go to the next bar.
That would go viral pretty quick. I'd watch the weather at East if that happened. It's like, it's going to be cold today. That's not important. What is it we're
All right, Josh has been at the machine now for about 11
Actually,
and a half minutes.
we
He's just
need-
getting it cleaned up good for us.
We need to have the other stone here, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Then we can have the stones go head
We
to
could have an
head.
all-stone tournament.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. Kevin's got to get his butt down here.
Oh,
He
you
hasn't
missed
been
it.
to any of the
You missed it.
invasion
Come on, Josh.
tournaments.
Make the shot. Make the shot, Josh. 0 for 2. Oh, survives there. Come on, come on, come on, Josh. 0 for 3. Come on, Josh. We know you're better than that. Post pass. Can he make it on the 4th try? Come on, Josh.
There it
Yay! There we go. 4th try. Okay. And yeah, it's a fixed 5 million, even though the screen is flashing whatever. It's the software for the fixed 5.
Stage that flipper.
Boom.
Boom.
Right away.
First try.
Now he can requalify the jackpot by spelling Radical again while he's in multi-ball.
Oh. But, wow. This game's just a lot of chaos.
Which is super easy.
Yeah. It's tough enough to do it anyway.
The thing about
All right.
Radical is the balls are never
So-
away from your flippers. They're on
Right.
top of your flippers the entire game.
In any case, Josh has taken the lead with that jackpot, so again, fixed 5 million jackpot. So now
What is the note on the back box there? Anybody
It's
know?
about the fix.
it's about the fixed. The note on the back box is about the fixed
5
jackpot.
million.
The,
Okay.
the fixed 5, even though the screen displays something other than that, it's doing it. The screen is doing its usual, like randomize, but the actual software
We'll say
is fixed at 5 million for what it actually awards you, in spite of whatever the display says.
Okay.
So we got kind of a 3-way almost tie here. Well, actually, no. Okay, no. Josh got some more with his bonus there. Okay, because yeah, he was at 6 and change, and then the bonus and his last couple seconds brought him up to 8. So Scott with 5-5, Trent with 5, Joe with 1-3.
Scott can win or get a second here.
And,
He's
Josh
in an
with
excellent
8-2.
position to move forward.
Yeah. So let's see what Scott can do on ball 3 here. And how many letters has he
Get us an
got?
update on ACDC.
Just 2, D and L. And since there's no ball locked at the moment, you would have to.
Just got 19 million on.
So yeah, Scott here doesn't have. There's no ball locked for him, so he's going to have to lock both himself if he wants to play multi-ball. So I'm guessing he may try and just work ramps or something else here for
Brett's
points.
done with just over 20 million. 20.8.
Third ball?
He's done.
Okay.
All right, a couple more of these to set up the million shot.
See if he can ramp some out here. Oops.
Oh, come on, please.
Left mini ramp? Yeah, he tried the left mini ramp. Yeah, Radical is more in your
There's a
face.
million.
Radical's more in your face than a lot of games.
Yeah, than
'Cause
most
the
games.
ball comes back, onto your flipper
Radical,
in a hurry.
Radical and College Queens.
It comes back onto your flipper in a hurry a lot more than on most games.
The Trump administration has released a memo that College Queens will be outlawed once Trump's been inaugurated, just for the name.
Well, the Sharps are going to have to talk to him because I think they would rather outlaw high hand first.
I'm all for that.
Where do you relight the kickback?
You spell Radical. Now, what Scott probably doesn't want to do here, when and if he does spell radical, is lock a ball.
He doesn't want to lock a ball. No, he wants to spell it for the points,
It
but
would
he doesn't
just-
want to lock a ball because that would set
Trent.
That would set Trent up. That would set Trent up.
He'd be better off just to hit a bunch of tail spinners.
Why the fuck didn't they continue the bowling ball? That was fucked up.
What is it, hailing? Is it hailing over there?
Bad.
The stone forecast is continued cursing with occasional patches of.
Continued cursing.
That is so fucked up. I hit 4 fucking shots, hit the fucking button, and it doesn't fucking continue it? What the fuck?
It's fucking hail. It's fucking hail falling.
Wind's coming in.
That was a
It's a high
that was
pressure
a
and a low
6
pressure.
F-bomb
You got
commentary.
fucking hail.
That is so fucked.
Yes, we're trying not to F-bomb from back here. There's enough going on there.
15 million.
That is so fucked up.
Okay, so Scott did pass Josh for the moment with I think 8.8 on Radical.
Oh, and Trent's already played.
He blinked, missed his ball.
And Trent is already played.
Trent played and got nothing, so he's at 5-4, so he's third at best.
Wow.
Joe's got to get something going here. He's got the lock lit. Okay. So let's see if Joe can cash in a jackpot. That'll get him out of last. Get him up to at least third. Okay. Ideally, you want to have it. There you go, guys. Ideally, you want to have the ball cradled on the left because you're going to use the right to get the jackpot.
Yeah, if you can cradle the ball on both sides and just stage that upper flipper, shoot the spinner, and then you've got a ramp shot coming around for your jackpot.
Yeah. Here we go. No, missed it.
This is a game where being able to flipper stage is pretty key.
And it's set up pretty nice for both flippers.
It really is.
Easy.
Both flippers are
Easily
easily stageable. It is set up that way. All the games in this tournament are in just tip-top condition. John just did a great job getting ready for this tournament. And the guys that ran this tournament worked really hard.
So Joe is unable to cash it. Oh, he gets it during the grace
He
period.
picked it up in the grace
He
period.
got it during the grace period, and that gets him out of last.
10 million.
No,
Wish
no,
he
it's,
got that.
you know, it only gave him the 5, but that's enough to get him out of last. He still needs
So
another.
now
he still needs.
He's 1.9 million behind
behind
Scott.
Scott. Yeah, he needs another 1.9 to get into
And
second.
it's just a grind. 'Cause he
Yeah.
definitely doesn't want to lock a ball for Josh.
Right. So I'm guessing he'll do letters and tailspin here.
I think what he's doing right now is just wishing he could get control of the pinball.
He's doing a post check.
Just gonna be
Let's
what's
see
the
what his bonus is.
240,
Not enough.
Just a little
Not
bit
enough. So that's so yeah, that's third place.
So that's probably going to be the end of Joe.
Because he'll have 1 point
He
after
only
2
had,
games.
he had 0 points.
Yeah, so he'll have 1 point after 2 games. Trent will have 3 points. And it's just a question of Scott and Josh Henderson here.
So
Scott will have either 5 or 6,
Yeah,
and
if-
Josh will have either 3 or 4.
Yeah, if Josh does not pass Scott, Scott is through. If Josh does pass Scott, then Scott's going to need a point in the last game to lock things up.
Yeah. Scott heard us. He's watching.
Baby.
We be on the air, Scott, baby.
If you don't want to hear bad things, don't get in the booth.
Yeah, yeah. You can hear us say when you screw up. So Mr. Henderson now with 3 letters to go, but he just needs a couple of.
So it's
Really quiet.
It's either going to be 5, 3, 3, 1.
Yeah, he just needs a couple upper ramps
Doesn't
here.
sound very radical in there, does it?
Just a couple of ramps will get him there.
5, 4, 2, 1.
Man, I'm trying to
Yeah.
find a bunch of his segments.
Just a couple of ramps. Oh, missed it.
Oh, nice save. Big save.
Yeah, he didn't want it going down the right side and risking going in the out lane there.
Big save
that
there.
that divider is kind of set kind of low.
That's why he wipes the machine off, so you can grip it just a little bit better on those saves.
So he's going to go up top and try and get another slider here. Good. Yes. Nice. 8-6. Another letter.
That might just about do it.
8-7. He's probably got it with bonus.
He's got it with bonus if he does.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Couple letters will lock it up even without the bonus.
That happened. Somebody told me you got it.
That ramp shot there should do it. That should do it. Okay.
Oh, they did.
So Josh will win that game.
That sucks.
Because, yeah, that's his million ramp shot. So Josh wins. So he's got 4 points. Scott has 5. Trent has 3. And Joe has... Oh, no. Trent has 2 and Joe has 1, right? Yeah. So it's 5, 4, 2, 1. Yeah, just to update for those of you who don't have it on your, don't have the Never Drains link on your system.
Really, right down the line. So
The other group,
Right down the line, it's been me and you.
we've got Eric Stone at 5 points, Lee at 3, Jeff Palmer at 3, and Jason Wordrick at 1.
Oh, girl.
So Eric
stand by
is
me.
guaranteed at worst a tie,
I'm trying to get this damn video to pull up.
or worst a tiebreaker.
Yeah, Scott is guaranteed.
Jason-
Scott's
eh,
guaranteed at least a tiebreaker
Yes,
in his group.
yeah, Eric and Scott are guaranteed at worst tiebreakers. And Jason and Joe are the 2 on life support.
Yeah, it's ACDC.
Yeah,
I think it was set up hard?
they're
Good job.
making their game 3 picks. ACDC's set up standard.
Okay.
Yeah, there wasn't anything weird about it. They all play a little different, but it was set up pretty standard. So yeah, while they're deciding what games they're playing, your broadcast team and Josh here, we're all on our phones and computers doing stuff while they're making up their minds what they're up to. Except for Josh, who's yawning now.
Yeah. It's slowly falling
Taking
asleep.
a nap,
Nap
yeah.
boy back here.
Yeah.
Waiting for my kids to come back in 5 hours, enjoying my moments of peace.
Oh, they're coming back.
Well, I did the broadcaster's curse yesterday because when I went out into the corridor, you know, they had the hallway here. They have like a 3-foot screen showing, you know, typically ESPN or whatever.
Right.
At the, you know, basically at one end of the main entrance for the hotel lobby. And I was commenting, yeah, you know, so far it's a pretty boring day in college football because there have been no upsets. And then you're like, that changed the last couple hours of the day when 3 of the top 4 go crash and burn.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh. I was joking that they need to tie into our broadcast and put it out there on the. That'd be neat to have it up there.
Yeah, that'd be weird to have it out there. That'd freak the people out.
Oh. See where they're going.
Even Trent would be larger than life. Mumble in the background.
What happened, man?
Mr.
3
Belzito.
a.m. and I'm like, all right, where's Jim?
Mr. Belzito, you want to say a few words on the air?
Yeah, I sure do.
No? No?
Thanks for finding my magazine.
Yeah, there you go.
Just nothing.
Just no fire, nothing. I don't know, have you ever been to a tournament where you just keep playing and there's just nothing there? Like you just,
Yeah.
Northwest, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, I had a weekend out at.
Yeah.
just nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, because all three of the Californians, you know, me, Jim, and Eric all crashed out.
from your vacation.
I was already at Disney World.
After you and
They still have gold medal.
Jim's here with
you
the
and
family.
Lefkoff enjoy you guys chat with each other during the last couple of weeks.
Oh,
I tell them, I'm like, you guys should have done a Twitch stream. I missed it. I would have paid you money.
you bet me the day of about, I want to bet $1 that the Dems take the Senate. I didn't take that bet. So they started taking all the. They started winning. Can I get that $1 bet in now?
I didn't do the best job on that one, but oh well.
Okay. So game, which
I imagine, which is kind of funny.
Oh, okay.
Have to watch
Because
it
Meteor
spiral out of control.
was the machine that Jeff added to the A bank for the playoffs here.
Hey, good luck to you.
Since it was added after the fact, they're giving players the option to warm up on it, because if they chose not to play classics the last couple days, they wouldn't have played it before.
Can I bet that $1 now?
So right now what you're seeing is just warm up
Because
on Meteor, I think.
like the stock market.
Of course, most of them did play classics and played it anyway, but you might as well take the warm up, especially since, you know, the machine's been physically moved to a different place in the room, so it
Sitting from the U.S. when I need my passport for my test.
might feel a little different.
Oh, man.
I just left it at that.
Too funny. Hey, you know what? You guys have the next 4 years of entertainment. Whenever I see you guys huddling up, I need to go come right by and listen. Oh.
What happened?
First round, needed to win game 3, came in second.
Sure.
Yeah. Dude, I had the perfect setup too.
You did 1.7 and only got up to 1.
I had 1-1. I was 3 shots from the win. I had
You had the bonus collect lit?
my bonus collect was lit, and my spot target tree was, I had 1 more hit to max it on the left side. So I could have hit a million waiting.
Sorry,
Plunged
I'm a
the
little
multi-ball
obsessive
and
about my camera
jumped
angles,
for
so
a
I'll
horseshoe
try to get them as
when it was
best I
like
can there.
Okay.
I got 400,000 for it, which is nice, but like.
But yeah, they're just doing warm up now, right?
As soon as it,
Correct.
I'm
Since
like,
they're done with their warm up now,
like,
so.
went on the
Okay.
horse and just like, oh,
They got too fast.
because I thought like
It's not worth moving the camera to, I don't think. It'll be over in like 5 seconds.
It's actually a very interesting game.
Let's get that.
Oh, I know, but it'd just be
Walk to it.
We'll do
yeah.
the bonus collect at double.
So quick.
Beat down. Not happening.
And we watched the other game, that last group, so we'll follow this group this one.
It's still too bad we couldn't pick up College Queens, but
Yeah.
You and
Well, it may be
You know,
replaced-
you-
hey, we got one more, we got another round. So.
that's true. You know me, I like to commentate on EMs, so I should publish something about EMs
If I had
someday.
another wireless, you know, we could put one on each, but
especially with Howell's Bell's code on that thing.
The one thing I don't remember on some EMs is, you know, like which balls, which lanes or bumpers are lit, because it never says on the instruction card.
right,
You know, but you know, certain stuff turns bumpers or side switches on.
right.
And it's, you know, you actually have to play it to find out, because it never says on the play field or the instruction card anywhere. You know,
I was
on-
just trying to hit the lit
on
thing
some of
up
the games
top,
what lights
thinking
them.
it would light
Yeah,
some
yeah.
stuff up.
Because a lot of them just light on a particular ball, and other ones light after you complete stuff, but it doesn't actually say on there
What it does.
Yeah.
So,
because like on College Queens, you know, the top lanes, you know, there's a pattern for which one is lit on the start of each ball, but there's also a pattern for, you know, like which of the side lanes and out lanes and stuff are lit.
Yeah. I wonder what they're waiting on now for Meteor.
On Meteor, I don't know.
I got to my score was at like.
I can see why he pulled Flight 2000 out though, because that one without the side post was really cruel. Because, you know, if the ball went toward the side, odds were better than 50-50, it was dead. Just, you know, without the side post there.
Okay, here we go.
Got my song jam right as I was but then it was like.
We'll have to manually give you updates on. Yes.
Bam, 60 more.
Zachary, Jeff Palmer pulled Flight 2000 and put Meteor in its place.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
That was
the
his
this
top qualifier.
right. This, like I was saying earlier, there. This is the in-disc format where the top qualifier gets to swap a machine out.
When I used it during.
Yeah, did I say Palmer?
Yeah.
Sorry if I didn't say Jeff Palmer.
Yeah, you did.
Like when I hit it, I saw the bell move.
I saw Evan typing it in the chat, so I thought maybe I
It
said
moves
something.
the bell. That's what moving the bell is what triggers the multiplier. So on the Pro, it doesn't work because there's no bell.
Okay, and that was an incorrect plunge there. Because ideally you want to plunge it between the 3 bumper and the top of the target bank so you can rip off a couple of Meteor targets immediately.
Yeah, I try to roll it
It's the display effect.
right over that.
Yeah, oh, well actually I like to have it dribble down through here. I like to,
Right
yeah,
there.
right there.
That's
That's my
nice.
favorite spot for the plunge, is having it come, you know, just to the right of that upper 3 bumper. Because then you can rip off a couple of Meteor targets, and sometimes the rebound off them, if you hit it right, you can get a couple more off the rebound. You know, if you hit like the O and the R, then you know, the rebound can come to the flipper and you can pick up 2 more.
It's a different kind of
Spinner? Oh, no, missed it. 'Cause, yeah, you wanted to get the spinner there, not the stand-up.
Kind of.
You change the code every 3 minutes. It's like, what's okay? Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Usually I'll lose
And then what am I gonna do was the old one. And then what I'm gonna do was the new one.
I'll only learn after I lose because.
Yeah, he's having trouble with his spinner. Yeah, he's having trouble with his spinner and missed and drained.
He just hit 200 and some change. 221.
I can usually just like I
210.
just tell me.
No, what's happening?
So in College Queens, Joe Janot was player 3, and we watched when he got his. Because you score about 1 point at a time. So 100 slingshots.
It's like Wizard of Oz.
It's 100 points for you. It's basically almost the same game as Wizard of Oz, and the scores are about the same when you really get it going. But when Joe got to 100 points, it went back to 0, and then when he got to another 100 points, it went back to 0 again. So the hundreds reel is not advancing.
On College
So
Queens,
there's-
no
on
hundreds
College
reel?
Queens. So there's
Okay.
some sort of decision
On player
in the
3,
offing.
did you say?
Player 3.
So they could play 1 and 2, 1 and 2.
There's some sort of decision in the offing.
Is this the
they're
first
coming.
I
ball?
don't know what it is.
I probably have another 4.
This ball 1?
Ball 1. Ball 1.
Okay.
We believe that Joe scored 273 points, but his score reel says 73. So a decision's being contemplated.
So they're deciding whether or not to add the points and play it single player manual?
I don't know what they're deciding.
Okay.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Now since they
They
can't do the add a ball at the end because ball 5 is double bonus.
Ball 5 is ball 5.
Oh no, excuse me. No, never mind. Well, no, because excuse me, because each ball,
Each
you
ball
know,
is-
each ball
ball
has
is completely
is completely different with more lanes lit.
Yes.
So you can't just replace a ball with another one at the end because ball 5 is a lot more advantageous than ball 1 in terms of the number of lanes that are lit.
So probably if it were me, I would give him 273. I would
Yeah.
have him play the game as a single player later with his first ball being 273. So that's probably what I would do.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
even if I
I'm
don't
not
have a game to
determined.
substitute, it's a good,
Okay.
even if you can't substitute, I'm
Getting a lot of background chatter here. Sorry about that, folks.
if you don't have a substitute game, it was somebody's top qualifier.
We were thinking about a rule thing where you pick a game, you have to play it at least once.
And he's doing that too.
He's doing that.
He is doing
Yeah, he has to play Meteor. He had to play it this one. He did pick the other 2 games. So if you swap the game, you have to play it.
There we go with a nice spin, and it avoided that last target to leave the spinner maxed out, which is just the way you want it.
What if that makes
Throw it through there again. Oh, but he got the harsh drain out the left on it. Sometimes you get that on this one. I found it. You get clean outlane drains a little more often than some meteors on this for whatever reason. Just like that one was.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
So an okay start, 250. There's the sweet spot.
But you can't because you can only pick a game
Okay.
for the whole finals.
Trying to get control here.
You can't pick the same game twice for all one finals.
I mean, if you got enough games, it's okay.
I feel like
Ow.
it significantly diminishes
So,
the power of
advantage players 1 and 3. They're both in the mid 2s. Players 2 and 4 still below 100K.
games. I don't know if that's like appetizing. Like, there's
And again, Eric is in a worst case tiebreaker situation. Jeff and Lee are in a win and you're in situation.
there's some strategy.
And Jason's on life support.
All right, so the decision's been made. They're
Okay,
going to-
decision on College Queens here.
They're going to lock in Joe's score for ball 1 at 273. They're going to finish the game as a 2-player game. Players 1 and 2 will finish the game, and then players 3 and 4 will play.
It's a 4-player game. They invented 4-player games by the time.
They had 4-player games in 1967 or whatever that game came out.
What happened? Somebody
Joe will. No, it's the 100 score reel on player 3 doesn't work. Joe on ball 1 will plunge it, and he'll get some number of points, between 50 and 60 points probably. They'll subtract that from 273, and whatever's left, that's what they'll add to his game at the end, and he'll finish the game as a 4-ball.
Now, if he plunges more than 273 points, is he allowed to
Then
transfer
there'll
those
have to be
points?
a negative. It'll be a negative addition.
That's the third time we've seen that drain here on Meteor, where you go up the left and then it goes through the spinner from the top down and goes between the left flipper and the center post. And we have more expletive commentary that we won't repeat from Eric.
Has anybody from a trap on the right flipper just dropped the ball onto the center post?
I haven't seen anyone do it, no.
Well, on this game,
I know-
it's very consistent.
I know you can often transfer on Meteor by just dropping it off the post, yeah.
Well, on this particular Meteor, at least it was us on the other side of the room. It's very consistent, and with a little nudge, it's set up for a perfect spinner shot almost every time.
Let's see if any of them do it.
And if they're not doing it and you want to see it, watch Bo and Karen's Stars
Oh,
tutorial.
I've done it myself, so I know what you're talking about.
to everybody.
Oh, you're talking to the crowd?
I'm talking to
Okay.
you.
Okay.
I turned it off. I think Hillary was even still winning Pennsylvania, but it was not trending well.
Okay. So Lee stepping up here on Meteor, ball 2.
What's going on, Jack?
Dead. Oh, okay. I thought he would dead bounce rather than live catch there. But yeah, he lost his max spin there and then missed it anyway.
Okay.
So not much change in play. Basically, players 1, 2, and 3 all got next to nothing on ball 2 on Meteor there. So they have not run away from Jason here. He still has a chance to make up some ground and get himself into a tiebreaker. Wrong plunge. Makes the nice spin. Makes the nice.
Exactly,
Okay.
Evan. I think
So
this
I'm
one's-
guessing he's not going to drop it because I didn't see people doing it. And if you haven't done it, now is not the time to experiment.
Right. And also, people are asking about tap passing. I think these slippers were so tweaked that there wasn't much.
All those fake protesters?
Did you tap pass on here at all?
I didn't try it.
Tap pass on
The-
here?
No.
No, too hot.
Yeah.
Too hot.
Somebody's.
Yeah. My galaxy?
Okay, spin to win time, Jason. Spin to win. He starts it with 116. If he gets a good spin, let's see how much he gets out of it.
But I'm not. Well, I'll crack from one side. No, Shat's the other because I'm not good from one side, so I can tap it back over and shoot
Probably
from the
Meteor is
left.
the shots and it takes your last.
Oh, nope. Oh, he might have gotten a post save if he hadn't flipped. Ouch.
It goes past the rubber.
Ouch, ouch. So Jason pays for missing a spinner.
I'm gonna flip over here for a second and just show something to the camera. It's pretty cool.
Where's your state?
Oh yeah, that's the ESPN magazine with the Papa coverage.
There's so many,
It's a
Too tall
there's
time.
so many events up north.
Yeah, that they just.
And now I have this new location.
You recognize any of those derelicts?
Hey, Dan. What? I'm gonna plunge balls 3 and 4. Yes. Okay.
Not kind of. I was happy with that.
Oh, well,
Okay, and there's a good spin, but with not much lit. And there's that down through the spinner drain that we've been seeing a lot of. You don't want it coming down through there because there's a good percentage of drains down the middle. So player 1 ends up with 320 and change. And we'll see if that's enough to get Jeff through to the next round or not.
But we know player 1.
Okay, Eric wisely dead bounces and cradles up, and then misses the shot. Come on. Cradle up. He's got the spinner and max lit. Makes a shot. Cradle up.
Then Joe's going to have a crack at.
Nice spinner, nice post. Oh, out it goes. So Eric probably in, but we'll see. He may end up in a tiebreaker yet.
Yeah, it's not a known.
If Jason passes him, then there's a good chance he'll be in a tiebreaker with the, depending on what Jeff and Lee do here. So yeah, Eric, if Jason passes Eric, Eric's in a tiebreaker. We'll see what Lee can do.
These 2 shots are also being shot across the room wireless. So this is the first time I'm really getting to test this wireless setup right here. So the right camera for the playfield is actually, hopefully it looks 60 frames, even though it's wireless.
Lee wisely does the nudge there. Because yeah, you can nudge it and try and have it, you can nudge it off the upper left knob above the upper side drops there, off the bumper into the upper flipper to shoot the Meteor targets, and that's what he was doing there. No, tried to set up. No, he missed the setup, and he, okay. So that leaves Lee behind Jeff. So Lee is at risk now. Jeff is guaranteed at worst second.
What's he at? 320?
He's at 320,
something?
yeah. So now it all depends on what Jason does.
I mean, for solid states, people.
Jeff trying to max out his targets for the spinner here. Okay, he maxes out the targets.
It's avoided fluid.
Not maxed. So, yeah, he got some more, and so it was unmaxed, and so he was trying to get more down to remax it. Okay, I'm guessing he's going to take the spin here. He's got 3, and he'll probably hit 1 or 2 more down if he hits it. And he misses 2. He's got 4 now. Oh, he missed again. Poor Jason. That's it for Jason. He's done.
Dan here.
That also means Lee is done. It's going to be Eric and Jeff going through from that group. So Eric will go through with 6 points. Jeff with 6. Lee misses out with 5, and Jason with 1.
No, I considered it. I didn't go to catastrophic.
So the 2 lower ranked people from that group go through. The 2 Floridians go through.
Really?
Yeah, Jeff and Eric.
I know that internally, at least, I'll email him.
Can you cut and paste and send that to me?
The catastrophic?
Yeah, I want to read it.
soon as I get done so I can attach that information. I'm so tired right now. You know, it's not. I have a hard time retaining a lot of memories right now.
Okay.
Is this live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
Yeah, they're hearing you. For better or worse. So yeah, like I say,
Well, if you want to be a
Eric-
tournament director, make sure you get Monster and protein bars and everything like that.
Yep. If you're
no,
not
I'm,
having any chances of
I'm
being-
only an assistant director. Jim here's the director, so
I've ran
co-director,
so many times.
co-slimer, co-slimer.
all equal.
So, are they going to count 1 and 2 and just do 3 and 4?
I have no idea.
They're going to give them 210.
He's not.
Yeah, they're
he's
gonna-
not give him the 200. He's
Okay.
gonna give him 73.
That's fair enough.
It's
That's the only thing you can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So we're on standby now because we don't have a camera on College Queens, and that's the one game in progress. So I'm going to go over and get you a score update when I can here.
So how many games do you have for your new location? The Nevada location.
I've never had so many new games come at once. They all got
What else did you
delivered on semis and pallets, but that took forever.
What else did you Liftgate?
But everything else, I've never had so many games that are all they're all palleted. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta get them out of there, and you gotta put them together. Everything.
What do you have? What do you end up picking up? Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Of course. Everything new, Ramp piano for quick drop and physical frenzy.
I think Bob's getting an update over here on the College Queens, but
Redemption.
that's kind
Counter.
of.
Like mana counter or on
You can watch Trent plunge a million times here real quick.
Ghostbusters?
You
just bring up
Bob will be right back in a second.
see how they do first and
He's over getting a score update. Just did Meteor, 60 frames a second, wireless across the room. Nice. That's the first time I got to really check it out. Yesterday we did 12 solid hours, no frames drop. None.
So on College Queens, players 1 and 2 scores are live,
cheaper than distributor.
and we've got Scott with 1,400 and Trent with 3,553.
World's largest pack.
And then Josh and Joe are going to play now and get their games sorted out. So Scott's 1,400 is I'm going to predict that's going to be a last, because all you need is a couple of skill shots to beat that. So that's not looking good at all.
Monster drop.
So let's assume he gets a last. That'll give him 5 points.
Just the regular big one.
So he could get in. He might end up in a tiebreaker, depending on if anyone catches Trent.
It's like it wouldn't fit in here.
If somebody catches Trent, then Scott is in.
That is Jim Belcito behind us going, yay, for his Indisc ad.
Yeah, hey Jim, give us an Indus commercial while they're give an Indus commercial while they're getting ready for
Indus commercial. What's
Yeah.
the Indus commercial?
Make one up.
Come to Indus.
Come to Indisc. Well, I was way off on that. Let's try that again.
Yeah, do you know what they're going to do for you guys? In terms of how many
More rows again.
Oh, I had it backwards. Way to go.
There's something there, I guess. It's kind of a hard choice.
There you go.
And actually, a little footnote for you. You know how I always throw in all these weird things. So, I came up with the name for our tournament, as a little play on words for the Never Rains in Southern California
That
thing.
is true. It was Bob's.
It was, Well, one other little thing about rain in California: the Rose Parade and Rose Bowl game this year are not on New Year's Day, because there is a tradition in California, never on Sunday. They actually respect Sunday and do not have the Rose Parade or the Rose Bowl when New Year's Day falls on a Sunday. They have it the day after on Monday.
But Trump's president now, so.
It doesn't matter, Josh. Doesn't matter. So the Rose Bowl and the Rose Parade this year will be January 2nd. It will be January 2nd. That was like their little deal to basically, appease the gods and not have the parade rained on. And so far, it's worked really well. I think they've only been rained on twice in the whole 130 years they've held it, even though that is what passes for the rainy season in California.
When I went there, it rained.
Yeah.
So they said,
Me too.
can you give us one or two wonky, goofy games that are going to be in your tournament?
Deadly Weapon.
But that would blow the trivia. I mean,
Yeah, that would.
Yeah, we
spoil
want to
the
have
surprise.
we want to have a trivia contest for you guys for which
But I can
games.
guarantee you there'll be a couple wonky games.
Yes, Jim and I will guarantee that. Yeah.
Deadly Weapon.
No.
No. We're not going to answer any yeses or nos. But, well, actually, we could answer a few nos, but.
There's a Deadly Weapon coming. Bring in the kids.
Yes.
But yeah, there will be some games that you do not see in tournaments too often.
Josh, let me ask you. So I scored 5,073, and since 73 is the only thing on there, I'm left with 73. That's ignorant.
Well,
Score rule's not working. It's
I mean, it depends. Like you.
But why wouldn't I get the first ball in this game then? Why wouldn't you just scratch the whole thing? We start a whole new game.
That's what I would do. But
Cut that thing. I don't want this whole thing out there.
I'm just
Sorry, Joe.
This is not what the tournament's about. We make one mistake and it goes live. Let's learn by this. I understand.
Okay, let's chill out.
it's not a mistake. It's like you make a decision. And
Stuff
you
happens.
live with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pinball. It's mechanical. Things happen. I mean.
Yeah, I mean the normal pinball rule is if the machine
Sometimes
does,
people don't react. To
if the machine doesn't record the score, you don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Blown
we've
it.
all
I've blown
done
it
it.
dozens of times.
The more you run tournaments, the more chances you have to blow it. Yeah.
Exactly. It's going to come to
But
you.
be grateful to those of us who run them. Okay. Okay.
So,
Oh, okay. So where's your drawing? Where's your pointer thing, Brian?
no,
where,
it would start 175.
no. Where's your pointer? Where's your pointer?
Right here.
Okay, so just to update you on something with College Queens here. Okay, the skill shot varies with each ball. For ball one, as you go from left to right, the fourth top lane is lit for skill shot. Ball two, the two center ones are lit for skill shot. Ball three, lanes 2 and 5 are lit for skill shot. Ball 4, lanes 1 and 6 are lit for skill shot. And ball 5, lanes 1, 3, 4, and 6 are lit for skill shot. The skill shot being 300 points rather than 50. And then the other lanes on the game, the 2 out lanes and the 2 side lanes, which of those are lit also change from ball to ball. And basically on ball 5, it's like Christmas tree that everything is lit. And so most of your score is going to come from ball 5 because that's when all the values are maxed out. The other thing you want to do, this lane here feeds the shooter lane. You notice there's actually a bar here blocking the ball from coming back into the playfield. So the ball through there goes back to the shooter lane and gives you another chance for a skill shot, whereas on the left side, the ball just comes down to the left flipper. So whenever you have a chance, you want to nudge it into that right center lane to go out. The other significant points on this game are the 2 vary targets. The lit vary target is 10 times value, the value being 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So if you max out a lit vary target, that's 500. And considering that the high score on this game in qualifying was only 7,000, and there were only, I think, 3 games over 5,000, 500 points is considerable. So if you can get a max vary target for 5, see, now he gets another chance for the skill shot, which he missed, but at least he had a chance at it there, chance for another 300 points. But yeah, it's real important to make your skill shots on this, because given how easily the ball drains, you can get a third of your points from skill shots on this.
I think it's a good joke.
Yeah, it's not unusual to get a third of your points from skill shots. If you play poorly, you can get a higher percentage.
I can't remember when I got on this. 36.
Yeah, I got like 49 or so. Skill shot. Oh, and the other thing on this, there's more subtle nudging than usual going on. When the ball is going back and forth between these two rubbers here in the center, you want to do just subtle nudges to try and get it so that after the it basically it's kind of working its way down and will eventually like drop off of those onto the flipper. You want to basically make sure it comes onto a flipper rather than goes down the middle or hits the sling.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
With little subtle nudges as it's going back and forth between those two center rubbers. Basically, you want to have, when it falls out of there, you want it to set up either a cradle or a one-time flipper shot. So neither player has done much with their first 2 balls. They're both sitting at 500 and change. Skill shot for 3. Yeah, watch your brick.
Probably the rule of thumb here would have been just to use those all one player games.
What's that?
Probably been all one player.
Play operator error. I don't know what happened to him there, but that was not good. Loss of focus, maybe. Because he had the ball right where he needed it to one time it back up to the top of the playfield. And if Joe does not win this game, he has no shot. He has to win and hope the other scores fall in his favor.
I feel for
and with only 2 balls left. Okay. Skill shot drain. Ouch. That was a little unusual feed out of that because ordinarily it doesn't drop down middle after going through that lane. Looked like it just grazed the bumper enough to deflect it. Now balls 4 and 5, you can do basically the soft plunge, just kind of increment your way up. I think it was like 7.5 marker on it to lob it into that first lane. We'll see if they've figured that out yet. That's obviously the easiest skill shot to make because even if you don't know it beforehand, you can kind of work your way up to it. Of course, the other advantage making the skill shot is sometimes the bumper will hit it back up there, and you can get a double or triple skill out of it. So let's see if he can lag it into. Oh, he doesn't do the easy skill. He gets it anyway, but that was poor strategy on his part, but he managed to get it anyway. Yeah, he's trying too hard to cradle. That was a perfect position to set it up to go up top.
I mean, he's not even really playing. Did you see that?
Josh.
No, he just walked away before the ball was in the drain. He's turning around talking to somebody walking. He's a little upset.
Yeah, Joe's just not focused.
Yeah.
Is this ball 5?
This is ball 4. So yeah, Joe's just not focused. Too bad.
So Scott, I think Scott only got 1,200. Trent got 3,000 something. 3,200.
Yeah, 35.53, which is quite reachable on this.
Okay.
If you make 5 skill shots, that's 1,500. Plus, you're gonna get if you drain out the side on balls 4 and 5, that's another 600. So there's basically, there's 2,100 in relatively easy points available. And he missed his skill shot. So like I said, you can get to 2,100 out of that 35 without a whole lot of effort. So you just have to scrounge up 1,500 on your own to pass, Trent there. So I don't know why he wasn't playing harder. Because once you get your skill shots dialed in, you really have no excuse for getting less than
Ball 3 or ball 2?
Ball 4.
Ball 4.
Yeah, you really got no excuse for getting less than 2,000.
Oh, the skill shot.
That's what I saw.
And with any kind of play, you can get 3 or 4. Oops.
It's like yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of 50s, but no 3s there. That's a 100 target, those yellow ones. There's the 300 very target there. You got 300 for the very target.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a 300. Oops. Hit the post between the very and the stand-up, so... Let's see if Joe actually bothers to play here. Now you notice everything is lit up now. The 100 stand-ups at the top are lit. The 100 stand-ups at the bottom are lit. Both out lanes are lit for 300, and the side lanes are lit for 300. That's what the center light there is telling you. So this is, like I say, it's Christmas tree time. That's that little wander back and forth that I was telling you about before, where you want to try and get it to die onto a flipper for you. So Joe is done, literally. And the question now is, do Josh and Trent end up in a tiebreaker?
He's still going.
Looks like Josh is already, let's see, is that 1,600 or 1,800 for Joe? Well, basically, Josh is going to come in second, so Josh and Scott go through and Trent's done. Or no, Scott had only 1,400, so I think it's a tiebreaker. But yeah, we could have a tiebreaker between Scott and Trent here. If Josh does not pass Trent, I think we have a tiebreaker between Scott and Trent. Because, yes, Scott had 1,400, which is, I don't know how the heck you get that low on this, but I guess you miss all your skill shots.
Yeah. Unless you can't get 100 points. I think this is possible. Well, not really.
No, he's...
Is that 1802? Yeah. So this is 100.
Okay, the question is, does he pass Trent? See, there's 300 for that lane.
This game looks interesting to you,
Another 300. Again, if he passes Trent, there's no tiebreaker and it's over. But he does not pass Trent. So there's a tiebreaker between Trent and Scott at 5 points, and Josh has 6, and Joe has. Is that right? 6-5-5-2. Yeah. 6-5-5-2.
Yeah.
So yeah, Trent and Scott in a tiebreaker, and Josh is through to the final. That is, and Joe is done.
That digit stuff was
Dan.
Okay. So they will get their tiebreaker ready to go here.
that EM rule stuff.
Yeah, it's an interesting game, this College Queens. Hadn't played it in a tournament before this, and actually kind of like it, as EMs go.
It would be easier for me to play any since one of them, like, they do different things for different tournaments. So he lobbied to not play it, and I said, all right, we'll play
Oh, you're right. It did not award him the 300 out lane. So I should mention that to him, because the scoring reel, Josh should have had 3,000 because when he drained out the left out lane, and he already had the 2,700. So it didn't give him that final 300 points.
It wouldn't have mattered, though, would it?
Well, it may if they played again, though. That's my point.
Oh.
Is it says that the scoring
I thought it was 2,400 and it went to 2,700.
No.
When he drained.
No, I think he had 27 already, because he'd already gotten. He had a skill shot, and he had a skill shot, and I think he had 2 of the return. He had a return lane and a push target.
What was I saying earlier?
I guess we'd have to roll it back to make sure, but
even though
I think you're right that it didn't register it.
Because what 90% of the time though, I'm at home playing one player.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the 2, 3, and 4 player score reels on my own game.
Yeah.
So I always play single player.
Yeah. If someone chooses it again, we should have them check it before they play it.
I definitely need to keep an eye on it.
Yeah. The other thing is you actually have to advance it to ball 4 or 5 to test that, because it's the 300 switch.
It won't come on.
It's the 100 switch you need to test, not the 10 switch.
I'm gonna try to figure out where they're going and what's going on.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah. If you have a chance, you might test that while they're between games. Taking a break for a minute. I'll let Jim and Josh give commercials or wisecracks or whatever for a minute while I'm gone. Come on, Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
Yeah, Josh.
Notice how they're jumping at the chance.
Got really quiet.
Dan Coyle took first place in the Ron and Al. We're waiting on Josh, Scott to come back. Everything that he's in play.
Sorry, I stepped out. I guess they started their tiebreaker before. Well, there's still a 50% score. I still have to stand. Shit. Oh, there's no camera over it.
Yeah, I stepped out. I went to the bathroom. Yeah. Final four.
No, I won't know till the next person picks. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna be ready this time. Yeah. As soon as I get home, I will export it to YouTube. So probably just a couple of days.
Like it's literally impossible.
I don't want to mess with
Wish I would have had that information. To communicate what happened all of a sudden I made my decision based on information, and all of a sudden things changed. I probably wouldn't have made that same decision. It's just tough. It's really tough.
that didn't help. I was really hoping to try to get the score there.
Most of the time it also went
I was trying to.
Oh, we lost our Barracuda cam?
Well, it was over College Queens. And I was in the bathroom when they started the
Okay.
tiebreaker.
So we can watch Trenton profile here.
Yeah. So I was trying to back
For
out
now.
and see if I could get the score at all, but I don't want to interrupt them while they're playing.
No. Well, you just listen to the pitch of the machine, right?
Exactly. So you can get,
Wow, wow,
just
wow, wow,
guess
wow,
where
wow.
they're at.
Right. Oh, this is kind of weird. Okay, so the lens you have on the camera is obviously
Little fisheye.
a little fisheye, because if you look at AC/DC, I'm seeing the curved game
yeah.
here, and we know AC/DC does not have a curved box. Yeah. So Trent's got his 2-ball multi-ball ready to go here. You plunge, and then about 5 seconds after you plunge, it releases the ball from the lock. Maybe 3 seconds. Yeah. Nitpick.
It's not right away, though. Yeah.
It's not right away, though. No. The ball actually, has to
Start
rattle.
dropping, because at first I was like, wait,
Yeah,
I thought
hits a
somebody
few
said
switches.
boom.
Hits a few switches before it releases it. It actually has time, so the plunged ball can actually, get over to where the saucer is, and actually, interact with the ball as it kicks out at times. Yeah, if it goes through the left-hand lane at the top,
Right.
the 1-4 lane,
It'll wait.
It can be like right next to the kick out when it kicks out of the saucer for the 2-ball multi-ball, and you can have them crash
Sure,
into each
right
other.
there to each other.
Yeah.
That makes sense for the delay.
Yeah.
So this is the Ohio versus Georgia battle here.
Yeah, I think he's back in single ball mode now.
While he's checking on the scores, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, hosting. Please follow.
Okay, so it's 580 to 460 after ball 1 in favor of Scott.
How are we doing on time?
1240?
140.
140.
We gotta check out at 2 o'clock. I mean,
Is that your late checkout too?
yeah.
Pretty good.
For, what is it, reward members or...
Yeah.
The thing is, Scott's got a lot of I mean, paperwork, like everywhere on the desk in there. Hopefully he packed in between rounds somewhere. Or Dan's gonna have to give him a break so we can check out the room.
That's just what everyone wants to hear.
Well,
Good point.
Okay. Scott's on ball 2. He had a ball locked in the top saucer.
So he drained. And
He drained and it kicked it out. And basically, that top saucer serves as a ball save.
Yep. Nice.
So I'm guessing he's trying to relight it here. Like I say, he's somewhere in the mid-sixes right now. Okay, it looked like Scott had the lower saucer lit for the 2-ball multi-ball and was trying to post pass and make the shot, and post passed a couple times but wasn't able to lock the ball, so he ends up with something in the low to mid 700s after 2 balls. And Trent has an instant ball 2 and is somewhere in the high 4s. So Scott's ahead by about $250,000 with 1 ball to play. Okay, so yeah, Scott drained on a brick and ended up with 816, and Trent is starting his final ball with 476. So Trent had both the top bonus collect and the 2-ball multi-ball lock lit and was unable to successfully shoot either of them. Lost it out the right side, and so Trent loses the tiebreaker to Scott. Scott will go through the final 4. So we'll have Josh Henderson and Scott and Jeff Palmer and Eric Stone as our final 4.
Okay, we're in the final round right now.
And let's see. I believe, yeah, Jeff, as high qualifier, is still in there. So Jeff is still driving the bus.
I'm just waiting for the pick.
Yeah. We're gonna get a camera here. Basically, Brian's gonna go set. Yeah, there's Brian now. He's gonna go set it up after they pick which game they're playing.
Keep it for you. Just
Okay.
ran off the losing.
Okay. If you walk off without it, I'll bring it to Carl's, and then you won't show up at Carl's. But
There's
whatever.
always a slight chance.
Yeah.
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix. Jeff has chosen Grand Prix for game one. Or well, did Jeff choose it, or did he defer? Or did he defer and take position, and somebody else chose it? Which is it?
We're fixing to find out.
Whatever. Sounds like it's Grand Prix though. Okay. I wonder if they fixed the Grand Prix at Papa yet.
I would do it one player at a time.
Because
Dan, is it
occasionally
already-
it didn't advance the 100,000 reel.
That's what I do for all games.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah,
You can't switch it halfway through.
you can't now. They start.
Yeah,
Grand Prix.
yeah, you need to get the other.
But it's not started here. If he don't start it, I can't do anything about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's not showing up, so.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so Jeff leading off here.
there we go. I'm gonna go grab my luggage real quick.
Okay. Oh, no. Gauge the nudge wrong. Grand Prix alias spin to win. And then once you get the spinners maxed, now the spinners on these are reasonable but not super juiced. You can get like 20, 25 off a good shot, but you're not going to get 50 or anything. You can see there. That's pretty typical spinner.
Get in there.
So some Grand Prix I would go for spinner all day, and on this one, once I max the bonus, if I have the 2x lit, I would actually try and cash out in the saucers rather than go for more spinner.
That was not a good shot. Come on.
Okay, so slow start for both Jeff and Eric so far. I think it's 56 and maybe 90. See how Josh Anderson does here. And I'm going to be quieter now because the Grand Prix is the game closest to the broadcast booth, and I don't want to disturb the players. Plus, all the crowd's quieted down in here now. So we'll watch Josh. Yeah, and when it comes out of the saucers, you pretty much had to play it. If you don't hold the flipper up, it's going to go down the middle. If you do hold the flipper up, it's going to deflect off the flipper into the opposite slingshot and go out of control. So your best chance is actually a one-time shot from the flipper on the same side as the saucer when it kicks it out. And it's just kind of up to you as to, do you try and one time the opposite saucer, one time the opposite spinner, or do something like bank it off the slingshots. Because usually like that, it came out It's really hard to get enough power on it to make the opposite spinner when it kicks it out of those saucers. I found if you had the opposite saucer lit, you could kind of cross saucer and collect both of them. But once you collect them both, you know, they reset to 5K each. And so at that point, you need to do something else. Okay, so he's got his AB for double bonus here. Ooh. Okay. Cradle up, nice spinner shot. Oops. Okay. That's the other thing I noticed, folks. There's a tendency to miss the spinner low rather than high here. I think the way the flippers are set, you just tended to, you know, I don't know if they're a little slower, a little weaker, just positioned differently, but folks were missing the spinner on the low side more often than would be typical.
Come on. Get out. Out until then. Fuck!
A little out of control there on Eric.
High pressure, low pressure situation. Come back together.
So yeah, he missed and didn't like it.
You don't see a lot of the players, Bob, going for the save here on the where the rail ends on the gap. You can save the ball there. I saved it several times during qualifying. You don't see a lot of attempts being made.
You got to time the bounce off the edge of the rail just right.
Yeah, it's tricky, but it's worth trying.
Depends on your bonus.
Oh, yeah, it does.
You know, if you don't have much bonus, but if you've got 100K, you don't want to risk a tilt.
Yep, 100K is 100K.
Yeah.
You can't find it in the street, can you?
No, never found 100K in the street. Henderson up now. Good bounce. Spinner. Right on target. And again, you're like 15 or 20. Not huge. And the quick drain.
Double bonus is very important on this game.
Yeah.
And you get the double bonus by making either the A and
B
B
or
targets
the C.
or CD. And you don't see guys shooting for CD because they're in the middle of the playfield.
Yeah.
They're dangerous.
I don't see a lot of people nudging off the bumpers to try and get the AB like I do.
Scott just got away with didn't get away with it for long.
Because I like to nudge the ball in the bumpers to try and make sure I get the AB before it comes out of the bumpers at the beginning of the ball.
Yeah, I agree with that. But down at the bottom, sometimes
and I
you'll
don't-
get either the C or the D
Yeah,
target.
yeah.
And if you shoot those targets from the opposite flippers, if you shoot the C from the right flipper or the D from the left flipper, it's a reasonably safe shot. A lot of
Because the
times
rebound
it'll end up in the collect hole.
Yeah, because the rebound will go off to the side in the collect hole or into the rubber just below it.
What you don't want to do is shoot the D from the right side or the C from the left side. But the double bonus is huge because it also doubles the bonus in the collect hole.
See, and I would have been bumping there to try and get it to hit the B.
Yeah, I would have been too, but you and I are sitting here commentating.
Yeah.
Let's be nice now. Yeah? Don't make me swear anymore, please.
I'm laying 225 that he swears sometime during this ball, Bob.
I'm not taking the bet. Missed that shot.
Oh, that was close. Oh.
That had swear written all over it.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. If you bet with me, you can cash your ticket.
Wow.
So let me check the scores because
Yeah,
we
get the scores
can't
for
quite see them on the screen here. 230, 140, 10, 110 with player 3, ball 3, Josh coming up. So again, nobody's run away with anything yet.
No,
I mean, yeah, a good
this
ball.
is one of those games that you can really get hold of it in one
Yeah,
ball.
yeah,
And
you-
400,000 or
you-
500,000 in
Yeah,
a ball.
I know. You can definitely get 500,000 in one ball on this.
I was actually surprised that nobody put $2 million on this game this week.
Keep playing down because they're close. Because they're really close games. So. Okay. Josh doing his little side of the cabinet double taps there. See if he tries to one time it. Almost got the opposite. Oh. So Josh will be in the mid ones. What's that? 180? I think it's about 180.
You want to move that camera so that it shows the score.
Scott gets the B.
Oh, we basically all had it except for qualifying and never looked at the other scores.
Nope. So Scott's going to be around 140 or 150. So again, no one's running away with this yet. We have 230 and a bunch of mid ones.
Yeah, it's a pretty low scoring affair after 3 balls, but we'll see what happens here.
Yeah. Brian's trying to line up another camera for us here on the scores.
See if this makes any difference.
No, too far the other way. Yeah, it's
Still too much
Still
heavy.
can't see him yet.
It's not gonna work.
Well, we made an effort.
Hang on.
We're going to send Bob Matthews out in the field to get us a score report.
That's the problem. There's not enough cable. Whose turn is it?
Don't have enough cable.
It's Jeff's turn.
Yeah, Jeff's up.
He's waiting on you, I think. I don't think we're getting that feed, Brian. He's got a
Okay.
black. Yeah, that's.
Okay, that's as good as you're gonna get. So
Yeah,
okay, okay.
Okay, that's fine. Move it away. Yeah, move it. Whatever.
Yeah, go back to the other one. Okay.
Tournament director opposed. So. Somebody would have shut up. I wouldn't have tried.
Okay. Okay.
This is the quietest I've ever heard a pinball tournament.
So quiet you can hear.
All 50 people are standing.
So quiet. So quiet you can hear a pinball drop.
This is definitely quieter than a golf tournament. Oh.
Ooh. And it's quieter than a golf tournament commercial for Geico that has a Kraken in it.
And prayer's been invoked.
Can't help when you suck.
I'm gonna make a prediction here that Scott Kutais has a big ball and ends up winning this game.
Well, we'll see if he or Josh does. We have 240 and what's that? 180. Yeah, I'll go check after everyone's done with ball 4 here.
Voof says he didn't curse that ball, but he did inside. He cursed inside. hosted?
I've been hosted by 9 channels.
Okay. Josh made a nice one-time for the B there to get his double bonus activated, and a nice swing
Nice
up top
little
for the
slingshot spin.
the
Very,
spinner.
very sweet.
But he's got his double bonus now.
Oh,
Oh, and the cradle drain with the
and-
shallow side lit.
and the tilt.
He tilted too
and
because
the-
it
and the-
also went out with the the minimum bonus side lit. You only had 2 lights on that instead of like
No, okay,
8 over
maybe-
here.
Maybe you didn't tilt.
Yeah. No, I don't think he tilted. It's just the light was on the side that only had 2 bonus advances instead of the one that had 7 or 8.
All right, I predict a big ball here.
There's the B. There's the A. So he's
There's
got
the
his double bonus.
The double bonus.
Careful, careful. Nope.
No big ball.
Okay, let me go get the scores. Okay, 240, 160, 210, and 180.
Well, it's very close. 80,000 points separating fourth from first.
Yeah. Basically, one good spinner shot with a double bonus lit is more than the gap between first and last right now.
That's correct.
He missed twice.
You can definitely see the nerves in this game. Very nice save. Very nice
good in
save.
there.
That was huge.
Right now, though, he's got the wrong side lit.
Yeah, he really needs that collect hole because you can't change the side that's lit.
Yeah.
All you can do is collect.
So he's just going to collect 20 there. So that gives him
So
311.
So he's in the house with the lead with 311.
Like I say, the others have 160, 210, and 180.
Yeah. So he.
So anyone can still take this.
Yeah, even though he's in the house with the lead on ball 5, he could easily finish with no points.
Yeah. That's the A. There's the B for double bonus.
That's what he needs right there, Bob.
And it's the lit side, but he doesn't have his double yet. So right now it's worth 35.
He started with about 160.
He
Bob.
needs the B.
No. Oh, it hit the insert. Thank you.
Well, he got a break
Yes,
there.
he got a break there.
He got a break there. Oh,
So he's gonna get.
Go for B. No. Ooh,
oh, he just got his
That's
double
that.
bonus.
So
So he's
that's
got
a-
100
that's
in
100.
bonus.
He's got a
chance.
100 in the bank now.
He could hit that collect hole. That would be pretty nice on either side.
Yeah.
Hit it. Ugh.
Do you actively shoot for the collect hole here, Bob, or you just shoot the spinner and take the collect hole if you happen to get it?
On this one, I actively shoot collect. On the one at Papa, I shoot spinner because the spinner there is livelier than this one.
No, 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 no.
But on this one, I shoot the collect.
No, don't think about it.
Especially.
Oh, extra ball is lit. But it probably doesn't count.
He's right, it doesn't count. But on this one, because the feed.
Make a decision, dummy.
On this one, because the feed from the saucer often sets up shooting the opposite saucer.
Yes, that's correct.
I shoot it to basically because you can collect both that way.
What did Eric end up with?
So he's at. Okay, 360.
So Eric's in the house with 360. Jeff's in the house with 311.
Josh is starting.
Josh
the ball
has 240. He's starting the ball with 240.
I think it's 210.
With 210.
Yeah.
So he's about 100,000 away from second and 130,000 away from first. all we know at this point is Jeff won't win the first game. Everything else is still possible.
That's the lit side, so that's important. Now if he gets the double bonus, there's the B. Can get the A. I'm gonna watch him try and nudge for the A here.
Nice.
Did not get the double bonus, so that's not going to be enough to get in there. He's going to pass Jeff, but not catch Eric.
It looks like he ended up with about 325.
So he passed Jeff, but did not catch Eric because he didn't have the double bonus.
So we got 3 scores all within about 40,000 of each other.
If he had had the double bonus,
then
that
he would
have been enough to pass Eric. Yeah. And a house ball on Scott, so he comes in last.
And my prediction was wrong. I jinxed him.
So Eric wins, Josh Henderson second, Jeff Palmer third, and Scott fourth in game 1. It's so quiet you can hear a Geico golf commercial. Where's the Kraken? Can you hear me now?
Where we're going here. Globetrotters. They're going to
Harlem.
Globetrotters?
Yeah. They're going to Harlem.
So we'll switch over here to Harlem and give a shout out to Carl and Jim. This tournament.
Okay. And if they're going to Harlem, we'll give a shout out to any of our European pals, in particular the Dutch ones, because after all, Harlem Globetrotters, Harlem is the Dutch name. It's this little town just west of Amsterdam.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Little trivia for you.
So we're waiting.
Why is Harlem named Harlem? Because before New York was New York, it was originally New Amsterdam. The Dutch were the first Europeans to colonize, to settle there. Yeah, and the section of town that later became Harlem with 1 A was originally Harlem with 2 A's, named for a little town just west of Amsterdam. It makes sense that New Amsterdam, which became New York, would have a section called Harlem. So, yeah, that's where the Harlem Globetrotters name came from. I'm sure that the basketball players didn't know that they were playing on a Dutch team. They were fun to watch.
This is a very nice Harlem Globetrotters.
Meadowlark Lemon.
It's a bit floaty and difficult to get the ball under control. It's a very nicely conditioned machine. All the games here have been very nice.
Yeah, and it has the typical, watch out as you shoot the inlines because the rebound can drain down the middle.
Yep.
As can the open gate target. The rebounds are safe more often than not, but every fourth shot or so, you get the center drain.
Bob, did you ever find the tap pass on this game? I had a very difficult time. I tapped it through the spinner a few times and gave up.
I wasn't able to tap pass reliably enough, so I was just basically spinning. But yeah.
I was tap passing through the spinner.
Yeah, basically I was using the spinner. Well, the other reason is since
very nice start.
The globe letters on this are set up for auto sequencing.
Yes.
So that basically
which makes them very, very important.
So every fifth shot, completes your globe, and that's significant points.
Yeah, it's 50,000 the first 2 times, and then 100,000.
And then 100,000 after that. So you might as well go up top through the spinner because it advances your globe targets and is good points. So that opens his gate. He makes 1,000 spinner for no spins. He wants that last inline to light the spinner for two grand and a 5x bonus. There it is.
This is a very nice first ball.
Very nice. And he gets his collect.
There won't be as much cussing this ball. And he's way away from us, so we won't be able to hear you, but Bob will repeat whatever he says.
Yeah, right. Trying to set up his 2,000 spinner there. Oh, I wouldn't have flipped there. I would have dead bounced to set up the spinner. Yeah.
He's self-commentating for us. So.
Yeah, he's commentating. Shoot your spinner. No, he bricked it. Okay. Shoots another target. Now, that's the other advantage of on some Globetrotters, I wouldn't shoot targets after I already have the 5x because you risk that center drain. And okay, like you might get some advances, but it's not worth the center drain risk. You're better off, to my mind, you're better off, trying to get the ball on the right flipper at that point. Trying to get the ball on the right flipper at that point to shoot your 2K spinner. But since the letters here, advanced globe, and every 5, globe letters is significant points, it makes it a little more valuable to keep doing the inlines, more so than on a random globe.
Who set up these camera shots?
Oh yeah, Meadowlark Lemon, by the way, he was one of the original Harlem Globetrotters. He's the bald guy, second from the right on the back glass.
Yes.
I don't remember the names of the other guys.
My only goal
Curly
was
Neal.
Ball and
it's
Curly Neal is bald.
Oh no, that's right. Curly Neal was the bald one.
Yeah,
which one was
Meadowlark's
Meadowlark's the one in the middle. Meadowlark's in the middle, right? You're right.
And I don't remember the other guy's name.
Because they called him Curly just because he didn't have any hair. Yeah.
But they did once win 900 games in a row, all against the
Washington Generals. Yeah. How'd you like to be a?
Bob and I are too old. We've got too much of this old information.
How would you like to be a permanent member of the Washington Generals, whose job it is to lose close?
It was
forever.
It was probably a pretty good living.
Ooh, yeah, you pay the price for bricking.
So we've had 2 unfortunate balls and 1 really good one.
But the really good one is well within reach of the others. Because again, there's another game where you can get you can get at least a $500,000 on a ball, if not more.
Yep, you just got to get it going.
I didn't do it on this one, but I mean, there are Harlems where you can roll it on one ball.
Yes.
You get the spinner going.
Yeah, I expected both these spinner games to go over 2 million, Harlem and Grand Prix, but I don't think anybody hit 2 million on either game.
No. Operator error.
That was flimsy. That was flimsy.
Error on Scott there.
Just flimsy.
Nerves.
You can definitely
nerves?
see.
What are those?
You can definitely see the nerves in the final.
What are nerves?
And I think a water bottle just paid the ultimate price.
I may choke, but it's not because of nerves.
That might be in water bottle heaven by now.
Yellow card.
Sling drain. Those are painful.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Who picked this game?
Jeff picked it. And he got sling drained.
The good news is I need to head for the airport, but as quickly as these games are playing, I might get to see it. I might get to see the finish.
Oh, he bricks the one time.
This game's just not quite as steep as I'm used to seeing this game set up, and I think it makes it play a little bit harder.
So there's your 50,000 globe.
And I think that's his second globe, so yeah, he specials lit, so his next globe is going to be worth 100,000.
Yeah, but the first two are just 50.
So I think he's at 358.
Yeah, he's at 358. Yeah. But now that he already has 2 globes in the bank, that's another advantage because each additional globe is 100 for him right now, and so it's still 50 for the other folks.
It's an unusually clean-shaven group, with the exception of Jeff, who has enough beard for the entire group put together. Those of you that don't know, Jeff used to sub in at ZZ Top shows. He was a former replacement member of ZZ Top.
That's saying bitch slap. He said, I'm your daddy. That was pretty neat.
And there's the rebound drain off the inline.
Josh Henderson coming back from retirement at an early age. He retired at the beginning of this year.
Then retired again. And then I'm retired. And then retired again.
He's kind of like Kevin Gorilla.
Yeah, just wait till he's out of college.
That's what Josh is saying. Our kids will be old enough then. Wait till he's out of college.
Ooh.
Yeah, that I didn't understand that flipper choice in the first place, so I'm.
That was operator error. That was,
yeah, I wouldn't.
They did not have to flip there.
You didn't have to, no. So big advantage Eric here. He's in lead, after game one, and he has a big lead here with the other players not really getting anything together yet. And Jeff got hosed on ball two. Let's see if he survives that. No, he missed his spinner. Cradle up. Steady down. Steady down. Okay. Spinner. Oh. No, he's missing way more than is usual for Jeff here.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah, I wouldn't have one-timed that. I would have let it dead bounce and set up the other one.
There you go, just like that.
Yeah, that's better. That's better. Get your globe target.
Keeping an eye on the chat over there, making sure they're see if they're saying anything.
Flumsy again. Flumsy does not have a B, by the way. It's Flumsy.
Another hard sling drain.
Credit for the word flumsy goes to creepy Kenny Thomas of Atlanta, Georgia.
Curly.
Curly.
Yuck, yuck.
Yeah.
It's Curly.
He's too young.
He's not old enough to know who Curly Neal is. Now, if Eric holds on and wins here, he could conceivably have this tournament locked up after this game.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, but conceivable.
Well, I'm guessing that Josh might end up in second here, given he doesn't need much to pass Jeff. And Scott's struggling with his timing right now.
If Josh were to end up in second, then there'd still be a contest
then it would
between
be
those
6-4-2-0.
That's correct.
That would be my forecast right now, unless Scott can get his timing together.
I think I'm going to have to call my Uber. While I've been sitting here commentating, my Uber fare has gone up 18 cents.
Josh got just enough to pass Jeff.
All right.
So let's see if Scott can do something here to get back in the game.
Scott doesn't need much to get into second.
No,
he's going to
have
have a pretty good ball to get into first, but he doesn't need a lot to get into second.
Yeah, and that keeps things interesting.
If he were to hit 4 targets, he'd be in second for sure. In fact, if he were just to hit the hole twice, just plunge the hole and then get a lucky bounce into the hole again, it would move him into second place in the game.
Yeah, if he finishes globe.
There's one. Now the hole or a target gets him into second place. He's really fighting it. There it is. That's going to get him into second place. Now he's just a chase for first.
Another operator error. He didn't flip. Why didn't he flip?
What's that going to do to the standings? Is that going to lock it up? Is that going to
Eric is
guaranteed 6-2-2-2? 6-3.
Josh has 3. Basically, Eric is guaranteed at worst a tiebreaker with Josh if Eric's last and Josh wins. Because it's 6-3. 2-1. Jeff with 1, Scott with 2, Josh with 3, Eric with 6.
All right, 2 more cents. My
So-
override went up 2 more cents. I'm going to book it now, $32.
So the worst Eric can do is second place. And for that, he would have to lose this game and lose the tiebreaker.
All right, guys, I'm out.
Okay.
Thanks, Bob.
All right.
Josh,
See ya.
you in North Carolina next week?
Hell no. Maybe,
I'll be there.
maybe 5 years ago.
I'll be there. I'll be there. Yeah, I'll see you and Trent. Yeah.
Someday I will again.
See you, brother.
Okay. Brian's going to set us up for game 3 here. So, yeah, Eric's guaranteed at worst a tie.
Okay.
And Josh is the only one who can tie him, and that's only if Josh wins and Eric is last. So, yeah, Eric, who's been hot lately, in spite of his cursing, may win another one.
He's getting it out, I guess.
So what are they going to play here? Jeff is still driving, even though he's been eliminated from consideration for first, but second place is still totally up for grabs. He's going to Metallica Land. Metallica Land. Okay, and then like I said, Jeff still has a shot at coming in second overall here if he wins this game. So plenty to play for yet. So let's attack Sparky. Let's get Drain hosed. He's been getting rude sling drains. That's 3 balls in a row. 2 on Harlem and 1 there. He gets a nasty sling drain. Eric wins it all if he's not last, no matter what anybody else does. No one's been doing the hold the flipper all the way around skill shot on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
I like to do it. Loop pass over and try to shoot the
Try and shoot the
piston.
yeah.
That lights the fuel.
Yeah, but I haven't seen anybody doing it though. Get out of there the wrong way. Rattle between the lanes and out. So nothing for player 1 or 2. Ball 1, Josh Henderson, player 3. Josh is going to change the song here.
I was going to try to carry another camera down there for the score, but
Which song is Josh going to play?
I don't want to get near him.
He's still deciding what song to play.
Well, you know, one song is more important than the other, right? Just preference, I guess.
He's playing Enter Sandman, so let's see if he puts himself to sleep here.
I always play Blackened.
Nice little slap save there. Does he post pass? Yes, he post pass. Sparky. Nudge. Cradle post pass. Or excuse me, Cradle Sparky. I misspoke. I meant to say that. Oh. Yeah, have him do a little more slapping than usual to save him there. He's got Sparky ready. Sparky is ready. And he bricks Sparky. And he makes Sparky. I wasn't sure if he'd try and hit it with the right flipper or post pass to shoot at the left one. He tried with the right. It's a tighter angle. Missed it, but he got the recovery. So, and let's see what Josh can do on Sparky multi-ball. Yeah. Work on his snake coffin here. it looks like he's trying
In
to
the
cradle
middle-
up.
In the middle of all that, he still gets that slap on the
I
cabinet.
know. He's trying to cradle up, but they're just bouncing back and forth too much for him to do so right now. So he comes out of the first Sparky with 24 million. Yeah, it was hard to cradle up on this one. The way it would bounce back and forth between the slings. Oh, unusual for Josh to slip like that, but still a decent start. It's going to be at 26 mil maybe. Yeah, about 20. Yeah, or is that 29? I think it's 29. Okay. See if Scott can get his game together here. He can still finish second overall. So.
Yep. There's money here to be made. So.
Oh, he almost fumbled another one. Come on, Scott. Stay focused.
Close past that.
Yep. Post pass to Sparky. One time. Oh, missed him.
Oh.
I would not have tried to one-time that from the right. You don't have a good angle there. Post pass. Yeah, that same one time. That's the same one Josh missed. The same place too. Because in each case, they hit. In each case, they hit the stand-up. Just to the between the ramp and Sparky there. Or the post rather. Oh, brick and drain. So not much for anybody other than Josh on ball one there. They're all in low single digits other than Josh, he's 29. See what Jeff can do on ball two here. Again, Jeff had that unfortunate sling drain on ball one, so he hadn't made a lot of progress. Gets another rude drain, but fortunately before the ball saver timed out. So yeah, he's not getting a lot of love right now. Oops. Come on, his timing's off a little bit now. There we go. I don't think he wanted to do that. I don't think he wanted to have that flipper up, because then he lost it in the sling. So two not much is for Jeff.
Yeah. So Eric's still in
and again, he hasn't made that he hasn't made a lot of progress towards Sparky. Although fortunately, the first one you don't need a lot to get there. See what Eric can do here.
Get it out.
Need to go get Dirty Donnie and have him over in the booth for the last game.
No, and he hits that. A lot of people have been hitting that post between Sparky and the left ramp. A lot of people hitting that post, and that's the third drain off that now.
Oh man, makes my day.
So Eric is not locked in the first yet. Josh has the lead, so there's still a decent chance of a tiebreaker here. See what happens. There's about 15. We have a
2.5 and 2.2.
Yeah, 2.5 and 2.2 for players 1 and 2. We've got about 15. There's a TV set up just to the left of our broadcast booth here, and there's about 15 people still here watching the proceedings on the TV that we've got picking up our feed. So they're seeing on the full-size TV here what you guys are seeing on your computer screens. Again, yeah, they're just going for the top skill shot there. Not going all the way around. So it looks like Josh is going to work on Sparky number 2 here. Gets his extra ball for 2-5. Might as well. Ooh.
He's volunteering to want to kill himself.
Okay, so Josh ends ball 2 with 33 million. I think players 1 and 2 are like 2-5 and 2-2, so nothing happening there. And now Scott coming up for ball 2. He's
Oh my god. That's my life. It has been the biggest blessing. Hey, baby.
Oh, sorry.
okay. And after hitting the same post everyone else has been hitting, from the right flipper, he makes the shot for Sparky from the left flipper. And this is Brian going for a walk with the webcam. So we'll see what Scott can do with his Sparky here. See if he can get some snake hits and maybe get fuel running.
No, it was. That was their test. They wanted to see if they could reach one. They did it.
Uh-oh. I think he's, yeah. Took too long and didn't get his atta-ball. So not a happy multi-ball for Scott there, only coming out with 9 million. 10 after the end of the ball. So that's unfortunate. He used up the easy Sparky with not a lot to show for it.
Yeah, I mean, they'll make it.
That's the back of Eric wearing one of the many green Project Pinball t-shirts we've seen this weekend. Okay. Wave to Derek. There's Jeff's son Atticus.
Okay, interesting. Interesting vibe.
Okay. So see if Jeff can get some. No, Jeff! Ouch! That takes Jeff out of the play. So Jeff is going to finish in 4th place. That's guaranteed. Yeah, Jeff finishes 4th.
4 hours. Other
Actually,
So Jeff finished 3rd?
He's finishing 4th for the tournament. The best he can do is 3rd here.
Okay.
And even that's, Eric could eliminate that by starting Sparky here. Okay, so yeah. So Jeff is going to finish 4th for the game and 4th overall. And actually, that basically, Eric starting Sparky just won him the tournament. Because even if he doesn't win the game, he has now beaten Jeff Palmer, which guarantees him a point, which means that even if Josh Henderson wins the game,
doesn't matter.
Eric wins the tournament. So congratulations. Right now, I don't know. Well, if he can, he can DQ himself, but I'm going to congratulate him now.
Does he have a yellow yet?
They didn't give him a yellow. They didn't give him a yellow card, Josh. Yeah, so unless he DQs, Eric is your tournament winner.
How the what? Yes.
high score of $75.
Yeah, 3 of them didn't get over 100, I don't think.
Yeah. One guy was at 160. Sounds like Harlem.
Exactly. It's like just getting that soft and spoke globe, please.
Just a cool week.
But see, I just did a tournament broadcast, a couple months ago from St. Augustine, and it was a new tournament every day. It was the Ancient City Rumble, and Eric won 2 days out of the 3. So he's really turning up here lately, just playing really good pinball.
I can appreciate someone who talks to himself.
Exactly. Somebody else is their own worst critic, right?
One more backhand to start graveyard.
Oh.
Well, at this point, he might as well.
You forehand it?
Yep. Oh, rejected. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it had already counted those from Sparky. Right. Right. Because the targets were down, but he still needed the 5 hits. Yeah. Okay.
So Eric will be our new free play.
Yep. Well, let's see if he can finish it in style by winning the game as well. Go for the 3-game sweep.
True. I don't think he'd be too mad at himself, Josh, though. Why would he cuss, It's kind of like victory laps now, right? You can crash on a victory lap. I've seen that.
It's been done. It's been done. Yes.
No good for days.
Yeah, because there's still other cars out there that haven't finished the race yet. Yep. Yep. So like I said, even if Josh passes him, Eric has won the tournament now.
Here we had Florida, Illinois, and Georgia.
Yeah. Scott.
Oh yeah. Who drives? Yeah. 2 idiots apparently. While Chris Compton flies back. Well, I don't know how much it costs to fly all this gear out.
Yes. Still not gonna drive, obviously, right?
Yeah. 6.5 hours.
It's like us going to the Bay Area.
And it's all pretty much just straight to the south. Yeah. 75. Yeah. Got a little toll here, turnpike, to get over to 75. But once you get on 75, it's straight all the way into Atlanta. So it's just long and boring, but all interstate.
Okay, Josh has Sparky 2 lit. Nice trap. Oh, he missed it.
Oh, slapped it in the hole.
He's still likely to come in second here because Scott would have to pass him.
I think the bounce probably would have come to the flip.
Josh is going to be second unless Scott passes him. If Scott passes him, then they do tiebreaker. Unless Scott passes Eric, in which case Scott's second. What did Eric end up with? I can't see it on the screen here. Well, actually, we'll worry about that if Scott actually gets close. We'll wait until he passes Josh to worry about what Eric's got. But it looks like it's going to be Eric first, Josh second, Scott third, Jeff fourth right now. Like I say,
I mean, I do like
Because
table approvals.
Scott's already used up his easy Sparky, so he's got to do either Graveyard or the harder Sparky now.
Can you crash on a victory lap? Yeah.
And then later it's Will Nelly and I can practice. It's good stuff. Maybe I'll be as good as Eric Stone.
Thanks, Chris. I have one every now and then.
That's what I hear.
Sling Drain, Sling Drain. So that is the order of finish. Eric Stone is your champion. Josh Henderson second. Scott Kuthais third, and Jeff Palmer fourth.
All right, so let's go back to the ballroom cam for the awards setup.
Okay. We thank all of you for tuning in. We'll stick around for the awards here.
Too quiet.
And you didn't have to listen. You didn't have to look at us ugly broadcasters this time. You just had to look at the people out there playing.
Actually, we found out where Dan is going.
Didn't have to look at our ugly mugs.
ACDC. It's like Iron Man. Radical World Cup. It's like more than half the game. No buys and only 16 and not 24. I guess someone did try to roster 4 people. Yeah, like 11, 45. There's a lot of you can hit 80 players. Then there were 24 qualifiers. Yeah. $16 they had, and Dan turned them away. Hilarious. 75. They came with like $5. Like, hi, I'd like to play one game. But it wasn't the original idea.
Then we got to get more people in.
Yeah, they more people in.
We got me in.
Yeah? You should have been thinking about that earlier in the night.
Yeah.
I got my wife and grandma and kids come down here and we were paying me the right amount of money.
All right, guys. Everyone go play College Queens.
I'm not listening. I assume you're a fan.
Time for me to go swim with the kids.
Then I get to check into my other hotel and go to my professional seminar after I change out of this.
Your what meeting?
The annual meeting of my professional society.
Oh, nice.
Starts reception like 6:30 this evening. Next Wednesday. It's like 2 miles from here.
Oh, nice. Josh and I will be doing IAPA in a couple days.
Yeah.
Not sure we're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I'm still on a committee that reviews papers that are submitted for publication to professional journals and like research stuff. But this is my last year on it. I've been on it for like 5 years, and I'm going to drop off after this
I'll tell you what. Give me $50. For being the one that shoots it straight with you more than anybody else. I do.
Jim, will you click? Can you see that over here? It says end disc ad on the screen.
Yes.
You can use this. That's probably easier.
If I can find the arrow.
And went out on the when you were on, it went down.
Screen.
What's that?
Probably on the other screen.
Oh, there it is. There now. Indus CAD.
Nice job, Stone. See, you can sit there and still collect. Don't put this on your tax return.
Trying to set up another camera shot.
You can talk about your tournament. Yes. And then they all, whoa, it's me.
Anything interesting in the chat? I didn't actually see it the last couple minutes there.
Next turn pisses me off.
Okay.
Why? Now it's time to celebrate.
Oh, okay. They're not feeding the awards ceremony, I guess. Okay.
They are going to.
They are going to.
What an awesome sport that we have here, and that's exactly what
It's not live on here.
28 hours to qualify and then make it into the finals and give it your all. So this is a showcase of definitely some pinball skills. Let's move on to B division. We need Al Newman. Is Al here? Okay, I guess I get his trophy. Al Newman won 4th place in B division.
Ryan's trying to get the feed going here.
Hey, Ken! Minnesota represent, baby!
Nope, doesn't look. I'm gonna be able to get it.
Camera's not coming up.
No.
There it is.
You got the side one.
Got the side one.
Side one, but not the front
Minnesota
one.
represent, Ken! It's the best in the business! Happy!
Thanks, Bob, for the commentary. They're thanking you as well online.
Glad to help out. Since I crapped out getting in myself, the least I could do is broadcast for you guys. Now, how many years will it take him for his beard to get down to
the next level? Good job, Scott.
Third place for Scott.
Good job, Joshua.
Okay, Eric, next time you're buying everybody
Eric's getting a reprimand for his language.
Yeah, I'm fine with language. Happens.
Dan says, yeah, next time you have to buy everybody earplugs.
Just not from the commentators.
Try. We try.
Yeah. Oh, you're okay.
Mine has a warning in the beginning. Mature audiences.
Does it really?
Yes.
I love when you come running in and turn the mic off. It's like, oh, here comes Trials.
So I have my girls
Sprinting
sitting on my
down
lap
the
watching
hall.
Wait. Oh, that's Brian's stream. You can't watch that one.
Not you. Some other streams.
Okay, I think they're doing the group photo now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the group photo.
Thanks everyone for hosting this weekend.
Yep.
Dead Flip, Buffalo, Anonymous. Al also helped out in the booth this weekend. Carl, IE Pinball, for the software, for all the stats that you see.
Yay, Carl.
The player info, all that is Carl. Tournament software. I want to thank Dan Spoler and John. They did a great job with the tournament.
See, Carl is going for MVP, most valuable programmer.
Exactly. I want to thank Bob for helping out.
The crew that we had to put together to make this possible, I think I had the best crew out there. Brian Boyles was on.
Brian!
Hey, Brian!
Thank you.
We had Spencer Carey in the back there. He was.
Yeah, thank you, Spencer.
This guy, if you ever hear us, you swear that we're brothers. Because we yell and scream, but we're not going to kill each other, but you know. I mean, we get stuff done. You know, I couldn't do this without this guy. He works so hard on these machines. I mean, just burning the midnight oil. All these machines are our private collections. I think there's 2 that weren't. And, you know, we just busted funds to make this the best show possible. Because we want, our goal is to get the pop-up circuit back down here. So it's going to
I don't know if anyone's still tuned in or can hear this, but Dan,
30 people.
Dan, the tournament director, is thanking everyone and saying, you know, he wanted to make the show better than last year because, you know, they got some negative feedback for last year, so they were trying to clean things up and did a much better job this year. And he's hoping that
The players will.
he's hoping the players will, you know, respond to it and vote to get this one back into the circuit for the next time around. We'll see. It's up to the players.
Exactly.
But they definitely improved from last year. So.
The show and the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.